Welcome to We Just Messages podcast. Of course, I'm Mike.
What's happening? It's Marcus filling in for Mo this week. You know what I'm saying?
Word, can't do this shit without my dog, Drew. Money on the boards. How you doing, my nigga?
How y'all feeling, man?
Doing good. How's everybody feeling, man? How was your week?
It was good. It was a good week. You know what I'm saying? The weather wasn't too nasty for the couple of days, for the most of the week. So it was good. Got a lot of stuff done. So can't complain.
Yep, we already in August now, so
What you say?
start to speed up towards the end of the year. You already know my motto. Once September get here, it's cooked.
It's gone.
So, yeah, man, you already know how I feel about that. But so far, so good on this year, man. Actually, July went by a little faster than I expected. Usually, July is the month that kind of drags for me. I don't know why. Maybe because ain't no real sports shit that really entertains me be going on.
True, yeah. July usually do be the slow month because it feels like July be feeling like 4 weeks, bro. Back in the July used to feel like 4 weeks, but this year July
Felt
went
like
by.
what, 2?
Yeah, it felt like 2 weeks this year, bro. Usually that should be feeling like 4 weeks.
Kids about to be back at school.
Traffic.
Drew, you already know how you feel. How you feeling about the school year?
I'm not even in there, bro. I'm still on vacation. I don't know, bro.
You not ready? You not ready to come back yet, huh?
I don't know. I gotta meet with a spine doctor next week. See if I have to get the surgery or not.
Yeah.
But I'm still on vacation, bro. I don't got too much for it, man. Like I just, each day. But I'm able to work on some other shit, reading books and shit. So.
Oh, what you been reading, bro?
Actually, I'm reading. It's a book on like working with managing artists and shit like that. So it's like,
okay.
yeah, more media shit. Just adding more shit under the resume. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This past weekend I was after the show. Actually, I went to Myrtle Beach and shit.
Myrtle Beach. I already got the light bulb went off.
Yeah.
The light bulb went off. Hey, you hell. I ain't been to Myrtle Beach about some years, bro.
Man, bro.
I need to get out there. I probably been out there since my birthday, about 2015, 16.
Well,
15, probably 15.
So
15.
the video was in Conway. The video.
That's like
shoot
30
was in-
minutes from Myrtle Beach,
Yeah,
right?
so-
yeah.
I pulled up out there and there's like the pool scene and shit like that. So I'm like doing like a lot of behind the scenes interviews and shit like that, running the camera behind the scenes and shit. But then the police and shit came and shut down the whole shit. Got all that shit on film. It's crazy. But ended up going to North Myrtle Beach to a club because there was like 3 different DJs out there and shit like that. And he just hit up one of the people like, yo, bro, can we pull up, shoot this video? We had the whole club to ourselves, bro. They'd knock out this whole shit. But it was actually crazy because it's like afterwards and shit, went to grab food and like these niggas still smoking in establishments, bro. Like full on cigarettes, Black and Miles, like in the air,
Wow.
inside this shit, bro. Like I'm like, how the fuck are y'all eating right now? Like I'm choking, bro. Like I don't know. That's weird as shit to me.
I mean, a lot of places are kind of like getting more lenient when it comes to smoking.
Not inside, bro. We went away from that. That's how it used to be. That's back in the day when fucking owner box and all them shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But you saying now they smoking in there?
no, I'm saying they still are.
Oh,
And
they still are.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that shocked the fuck out of me because here you can't smoke inside no fucking establishment.
I remember when Ryan's had a smoking section and
Me
a
too.
non-smoking
Smoking section, right.
in the fucking restaurant,
That-
bro.
A lot of
Go to
restaurants
corral
had
for me.
that. They
Go
not the
ahead.
only ones. I can't think of another one that did.
Yeah, a lot
Was
of
it
them.
Shoney's?
Shoney's had it
Yeah,
too.
Shoney's had one too. Yeah.
That they had that little.
And when you come in, non-smoking or smoking? Non-smoking.
Non-smoking, nigga. Word.
Word.
You can't eat, dog.
You can't eat, yeah,
cannot
people
eat,
smoking in
dog.
there.
Cloud is so thick.
That is crazy now that I think of that he allowed to have people smoke inside a restaurant,
There's
bro.
children in here, bro.
Word. I never thought about that. That's some wild shit.
Nigga just had that little like draw curtain.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like yeah, like
Yeah.
nigga, I still smell it, nigga.
Non-smoking, please.
All right,
Word.
like word. That was a question, dog.
Damn, dude,
Nah.
you brought back a memory just now. I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. And it gave me that old timey like grimy fucking Myrtle Beach times, dog. Like Black Biker Week, bro. Like it took me really back to that time, and I was like yo, this shit is like. I got my food to go. I was like, man, let me get a box, bro.
Yeah, man, because I can't do it all that cigarette smoke, bro. I'm cool.
And so, anytime I go to any establishment and shit, and they got a jukebox, I already got the shit downloaded because I ain't about to listen to all this bullshit all night. When I tell you, bro, this place scrubbed all hip hop, bro. There was nothing on that. The only black shit that they had on there was Prince and Michael Jackson.
That's it?
Every song that because it would be like it, because all the songs are the fucking same anywhere you go, you know, because it's under a cloud, you know what I mean? They literally, it says removed by location or some shit. I'm like, damn, dog, like, this shit's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, this hick ass town, bro. It would be like this though, but it was it's a good time, man. Like I have no complaints against Myrtle Beach. I'm do some work out there, like, definitely again. But yeah, it was just running around the lobby, bro. It was a good time.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I need to get out to Myrtle Beach, man. I haven't been out there in a minute.
Yeah, you need to, for real.
What kind of restaurants do they have out there now?
The same shit.
Kind of the same shit.
Yeah,
I would assume
Calabash
so.
and all.
Still
that
got a
shit.
bunch of golf courses, right? I mean,
they
miniature golf courses.
Yeah, they got all that shit. That shit, it's so crazy to see all that shit now. Like, I don't know. It took me down. Like, I ain't been to Myrtle Beach in a long time, dog.
Like since what year?
I had a fucking work conference. I mean, other than that, but it's never on that side, like the tourist side. You know what I mean? That should be at a hotel convention center. You know what I mean?
Shit, they got a strip where it's like an open arcade. Like you could just walk in and play arcade games. Yeah. They actually got like a strip.
So the club was right in that area.
Yeah,
that's where.
Bro, they got a strip literally on each side in Myrtle Beach, like where all the hotels and all that shit at, and you can literally it's open. You walk in, you play a bunch of arcade games.
Yeah. But it's also a lot of mode in them shit too. So it's like,
damn.
Yeah. I just saw like somebody was like, yo, like a stay in Myrtle Beach, and like they came into their like hotel and there was like black mode on fucking everything.
Cool.
Like,
but Myrtle Beach ain't really like.
It's a fucking beach town though. Like
it is a beach town.
You know what you're gonna get, but you still. How the fuck you got black? Like this means this room ain't been cleaned in a while.
That must be one of them motels. That's not a hotel. That's gotta be.
How Myrtle Beach gives it up on that strip. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of motels on that strip. There's a lot of motels.
You got to get you a nice hotel when you go out to Myrtle Beach. You can't fuck around.
You can't get that
you
shit
deal with
off
some
of,
shit like that.
What's that shit? Priceline.com.
You can't fuck with that shit.
Nigga. I should have that flash. Oh, $29 a night.
Yeah, okay. A motel that's $29 a night. Why would your first bet to be to buy that? Wouldn't you think about why is it $29 a night?
Because in people's mind, they're thinking, oh, I'm outside anyways. I'm only gonna be.
Yeah, I'm only just gonna drop my.
That matters.
And it's cap, bro.
But nigga, because eventually you gonna want to take a shower, bro. Like. And that shit gonna be nasty as fuck.
I want one of them rooms when I take a vacation one day. I want one of those rooms like when you go and it kind of got like a opening to the beach and shit. Like you can see from the bed in the room and shit.
My dog wants to go to Tulum. Let's go.
Some shit like that, yeah. Them rooms real. And I see some shit like that. That should be real. Yeah, that should be fire.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of shit like with the this even spots that got like to your balcony or has like a pool and has like the everlasting waterfall.
The everlasting shit. Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like your balcony's coming off of the water and it's right there.
A lot of LA homes got that type of pool.
And Cape Town had them shit also.
Okay.
Like, on like the beach side and shit. So it was.
But yeah, I ain't been out there in a minute. But Myrtle Beach ain't really a place to like get away.
Nah, hell
that's like a little quick trip.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to go there to yeah.
Just cut ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Just keep on moving. That's it.
Yeah, you ain't getting no vacation in Myrtle Beach, bro.
You really not. Or niggas do though. I mean,
some niggas do, but I mean,
it's good for the kids. I feel. You know what I mean?
That's it. Like
they got like the hotels, they got the pool and the fucking lazy river and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
get
it's
you
good
a nice
for that.
timeshare for the churn. Like
And they got like water slides and all that shit. A theme fucking park. It's crazy to see all this shit in Myrtle Beach. I saw it all.
Yeah, they got a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
they got some shit now.
Yeah.
They do got some shit.
Cause I mean, mostly it was always go to Myrtle Beach, Black Biker Week. You hooping all weekend, like that's it. You know what I mean? Then you go back home. It's never been like let me go chill in fucking Myrtle Beach. You know what I mean? Let me go to the park. You know what I mean? I don't know. I might have to go back and do this shit again. No cap.
Smoking shit is crazy though.
But I'm not riding a helicopter in no fucking Myrtle Beach. I'm like, that shit now.
Why not?
Are you serious? It's Myrtle Beach.
So niggas doing like helicopter trips in Myrtle Beach?
Them the ones that go around and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's like, bro, there's no scenery to go around in Myrtle Beach for you to be on a helicopter.
The beach, that's it. You know what I mean? They're getting this shit off, dog. I big up Myrtle Beach, man. They getting this shit off.
It's not like down here where you could see like the bridge and all the other shit. Like, bro, you just got like literally that strip of water, then that's it.
That's it. That's
Myrtle Beach is long as fuck too.
It is.
That shit long. Isn't it close to like how many miles is that shit
I
long?
mean, you got Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, so that shit just keep going, bro. I don't know how long it is. Truth be
Yeah,
told.
that shit long as fuck.
Hell yeah. But fucking police was not playing out there. Like niggas smoked like maybe like 3 pulls, bro, and out that shit. And then like literally like cop on bicycles, golf cart, car, like niggas just swarm on that boy. I'm like, damn.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not a place I want to go to.
Nah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna put my shit up in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Get on through. Yeah, it's not a place I want to go to.
Yeah, man. But if y'all been to Myrtle Beach, let me know what the fuck y'all think about it, man.
Yeah, it's been about 7 years for me, but I feel like I ain't missing out on shit. Yeah, I feel like I ain't missing out on nothing, man. I mean, I know the women is out there. I know that. I'm just talking about in terms of like the scenery and shit. I don't feel like they really upgraded too much.
Not at all.
Yeah, they ain't
Everything
really
still.
upgraded too much.
That's what I'm saying. Why would I get on a helicopter ride in Myrtle Beach? That shit sounds crazy as fuck. Like anywhere else, you know what I mean? Like Belize.
Hey, give me a helicopter ride in Egypt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something nice.
Over the pyramids and
That's
some shit.
hard.
That should be fire.
Worth maybe like if the shit crash on me. You know what I mean? Like cool.
Oh, fuck no.
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't give a damn where I'm at.
But Myrtle
Oh,
Beach.
fuck, what I'm looking at.
Yo, from what I'm looking at, I don't care what I'm looking at. No.
Yeah, no.
It'll be worse Myrtle Beach, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
Yo, if you fucking crash at Myrtle Beach, bruh. If your helicopter crash in Myrtle Beach and you pass away, dog.
Bro, that should be tragic, dog.
Oh,
Like, they be like,
man.
nigga, why would you even get on a helicopter ride in Myrtle Beach stuff?
yeah,
Like,
you died at Dirty Myrtle, bro.
come on, bro.
Shit. No, that shit is crazy.
Nah,
You died over Club Kryptonite.
Yeah, I mean, I think about all that. Anytime even airplanes, I think of shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I really would hate to fall, like, crash in Boston, bro. Like, shit. Like, damn, it's a dead nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Boston hate black people, but pick up. No, pick up.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
Shout out
bro.
to Boston, man.
I'm cool on that.
Nah, that's not shot.
But speaking of
Shout out
smoking,
to Boston.
Britney Griner unfortunately got sentenced to 9 years in
Man,
Russia prison for what is exactly that she brought
a
over?
vape.
There?
It's a cart.
Yeah, a cart. And she got 9 years. Now, based off of their laws over there, I did see another person over there had got like 14 years or some shit.
Mhm.
So they don't really play around when it comes to shit like that. And my opinion, I feel nobody on this earth should do a jail or prison time for weed. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Weed, period. I don't give a damn how much it is. I don't feel nobody should be doing jail time, prison time for weed. Now, when you carry yourself in other countries, you have to understand their laws.
Facts.
Y'all know in Singapore, you can't have gum. It has to be prescribed from a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a hefty fine
Yeah, if you
if you have gum. If you have gum in Singapore, because they want to cut back on the littering of gum.
Yeah.
People be spitting out gum, putting it under certain places. They do not play that shit. You have to get it prescribed from a doctor. You have to have some type of medical gear. This shit. You cannot have gum in Singapore.
Damn.
You will get a hefty fine. So, like, a lot of Americans, you know, outside of America, a lot of people feel like we have this sense of entitlement, which a lot of us do.
Bless you.
Thank you. When it come to coming over to their country and doing certain things and just expecting to just, you know, get a little slap on the wrist and keep it pushing. No. I mean, it's very unfortunate for Britney Griner. I'm just speaking from the standpoint of what she was locked up for. I don't really want to get into other shit in terms of, you know, that's debatable. But in my opinion, I feel like she should not be doing 9 years for no weed. But that's their laws, and you have to understand where you at and their laws when you go to certain places. She should have used better judgment, in my opinion. But I mean, hopefully, you know, we get to a point where So she's not serving the full 9, but
she's coming home, bro. They gonna get her home. Like, I know that shit to be a fact. But it's still one of those things, like, bro, like you said, it's fucking weed, bro. Like, it ain't doing nobody no harm. You know what I mean? But again, rules are rules, you know. And I know for myself, like, you know, I be living crazy on certain places and shit. But I don't go places where it's like the punishments and shit is crazy. You know what I mean? For what I do, you know. But also, I could go places before that's where it's legal and I can fly, and you know, it's kind of much easier to do shit that way. But it's still one of those things, man. Like, it's unfortunate for her to have to go through the situation, for her family to be out of, you know,
out the loop,
for possibly 9, her teammates, all this shit, bro. It's sad as fuck. But my thing is, like, if this, like, seeing all these people saying if this was LeBron James, then this would, like, he would have been home and shit like that. Let me just say this shit. LeBron ain't even going to have that shit on. Like, he's not carrying his bag,
going
bro.
to Russia with no fucking weed or no fucking weed pen or anything of that sort.
That makes no sense. Yeah. And it's like, he doesn't have to, like, regardless of the situation, dog. There's ways to do shit, and there's right ways to do shit and wrong ways to do shit. You gotta
move smart. Amon Shepherd just got booked in Texas for the same shit.
6 pounds.
Well, 6 ounces. 6 ounces of weed.
Yeah. I mean,
dumb shit.
Why you got it on you, bro? You got all these niggas, bro, around you. Like, everybody want to be.
Can you fly weed, Drew?
Can you fly what?
Can you fly in your suitcase if it's like under the plane?
Nigga,
niggas do it now. I'm not saying.
I'm saying, is it illegal? Is it illegal?
Yes.
Nigga. Yeah, it's illegal. Yeah, niggas do it, but it's just. So, I mean, it just depends how you go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people.
I know you can't have that shit on no carry-on. I already know that.
Niggas get on through with the carry-on, brother. I know niggas who have gotten the weed and they'll put it in like their in like the shoe tissue. They'll wrap it up in the shoe tissue, stuff it in the shoe because they'll like buy some new shoes out there, and then I've seen niggas put like I've heard of niggas putting like maybe like a half in their shit. They'll wrap it up real good in the motherfucking shoe tissue. Wrap it up real good. Put like 5 socks layers. Stuff that shit in the shoe. Shove that shit in the box. Put the box in their carry-on bag. Put the clothes over it. You know, blah blah.
Hold the mic closer.
Oh, my bad, bro.
No, you good.
I'm high as fuck. I'm tripping. But yeah, they'll do that shit, and then, you know, they get on through with the carry-on. Like I said, bro, I've seen niggas talk about getting halves in they shit. They don't go no crazier than that now. I've seen niggas get a little half ounce through TSA, through the carry-on shit, getting on through. So the shit does happen now, but I'm a nigga like me. I'm not gonna take that risk because I just feel like I'm gonna be the person to get
no time in jail.
I feel like for me, like, bro, that's jokey. I'll just find some shit when I touch down. Like, I'll try to know some people.
Fuck no, I'm never doing that again.
I mean, it depends, bro. It depends, bro.
And then when you went to Denver, you said they had some good shit.
Yeah, but I'm not. But I'm saying for me, it's like I don't have to. Like, I can fly back with it, cool. You know what I mean? It's very simple, dog. It's not hard to do this shit at all. And I literally every trip I've gone on, I've taken and come back, and that's okay. You know what I mean? It's ways to do the shit, but not to say that that's the right thing that I should be doing the shit. But also, you know, it's one of those things. Like if you're moving smart and you do your research and know what the fuck it is. Like in Dubai, everybody's so quick to run to Dubai.
I'm never going to Dubai.
But if you spit on the ground in Dubai, bro, like, that's a fine, a hefty fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things that are, you know, across the world that you just got to understand. And I also, you know, carry on, I think, is just the easiest way. I don't think you should put it under the plane. But to each his own. That's where I'm at with it.
See, me, I would probably put it under the plane because I would be nervous that if I go through TSA, that they might snatch it. That's just me. But also, I know if you put it on under the plane, it's also you run the risk of the dog smelling it.
My nigga, once you get through TSA, you're in there.
Yeah, you're in there now. You're in there, but it's the getting through the TSA part, Drew.
And that's the easiest part.
I don't know, man. I don't think I got nerves of steel like that, man. Because I feel like that's an unnecessary risk depending on where I'm going at.
Bro, you just got to make it make sense, okay?
I feel like I'm tapped in with good enough people to find where I want to get when I touch down. I feel like I'm tapped in good enough.
When you go through TSA and you see what they're looking at, what are they looking for?
They're mostly probably looking for like bombs or some shit like that.
I don't got that.
Okay, so when it's going through the X-ray, like
It looks like cigarettes.
like tobacco cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That simple. Not trying to
My
give
dog said, my dog Drew said he with the shit.
He
son.
with that shit. I don't know if I'm with that shit. I don't know if I'm with that shit. I don't know if I'm with that shit.
South Africa smelled like fucking loud the whole way. That's all I know. Like,
God damn.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm going overseas, dog, that's like.
but that was shitty packing. That was the worst packing I've ever done. Like, that was the worst packing I've ever done. Like, ever in my life, bro. And I got the fuck on through. Like,
we're not gonna tell the secret.
nah, it's calm, bro. We'll talk about it off the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just know, bro. It's just you gotta be smart with shit. You know, if you're gonna take the risk, you gotta be smart with it.
You gotta know these countries' laws.
But also,
too.
you're not like you could have left that pen in Russia, bro. Like, nigga, it ain't a fucking brick. It ain't no pound. It's a pen.
It's
nigga.
a pen, yeah.
Like, come on, y'all. Like,
But I also heard something about like in Russia, if you have under 6 grams of weed, it's only supposed to be like a 15-day.
but this is
In
it's
jail.
100% politics. And
Yeah. It's all politics, but
and that's why even in
It
her
depends.
speech, she was like, "Yo, like, you know, can we just leave? I hope we can. The court rules this without the politics involved." And it's like, sorry, this is 100% politics, bro.
But that's the thing, people don't really be getting, like, dog, Russia and America don't like each other. So it's like if they got one of ours, they're gonna make it hell for us to get this person back. Like, they don't care if she sit the whole 9 years.
They don't give a fuck
but-
about the pen, bro.
Yeah, they don't care about the pen. It's just for the simple fact that, like, bro, we got your people. So
But that's the thing for me is the unhumane thing of people. You know what I mean? Like, why separate this person for politics? You know what I mean? Like, you're destroying somebody's fucking life for politics, bro. It ain't about the weed, bro. It ain't.
So you really feel like they basically they're making her an example?
yeah,
100%.
definitely.
And also, they're going to ramp up everything around the world. Everything.
So you think when they found out who she was, they wanted to make her an example?
Yeah.
Because to me, Britney Griner, no disrespect to her, I don't think they looking at her like, oh shit, this is Britney
A
Griner.
7-foot fucking
Black woman.
nigga that look coming through, bruv. Like, nah, they know exactly who you are, bruv.
Okay.
I mean, think about it though. Like, you see you see a tall person, what you typically gonna think? They do what?
Play basketball.
Play basketball.
Exactly.
Athlete.
You're in Russia and see you know this girl comes here to hoop anyways. You know what I mean? Like, she comes here for more money. It can be like, you know, and it could just be the fucking cops of today. I just feel like I want to target them. Like, look at rappers, bro. They get targeted anytime they go through Georgia. You know they getting fucking blue light. That fucking tour bus getting blue light. You know that. Who was that who got bagged up on Georgia State? One of them. One of those rappers did. I don't know. This was a few years ago and shit. But it's one of those things, like, still, they're gonna target her for whatever reason, bro. But I think it's 100% politics. It ain't about a vape pen. 9 years for a vape pen? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's all politics.
It's a different agenda.
Yeah.
Let's see how far we can really go with this shit. That's how I look at it.
So when do y'all expect her to be home?
Not a clue.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't think she's going to do 9 years. Honestly speaking, I don't think she's going to do like 2 years. I think she'll be out in, honestly, maybe a year to a couple, maybe like 8-9 months.
Hell no. I don't even think it's gonna be that long.
Yeah, it might not be that long. It might be like 4 or 5 months, honestly.
Well, Drew been kind of right on his predictions lately, so I ain't gonna go against him on this one.
Nah,
I thought he was tripping with that gas shit, so I don't know. He
That
might
shit did
be
drop.
right.
That shit
Like
did
I
drop.
don't feel she should be definitely sitting for no 9.
Speaking of gas, because I've been meaning to say this shit. Do you know, as I was going through South Carolina, nigga, gas, the cheapest I seen regular was like $3.51.
Right.
Fucking $5. This was in between Georgetown and Florence. It was
I believe it.
yeah, like a country ass.
Because
like,
on last it's like 365 right now, 367.
yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
$3.51. I got it. I ain't even need gas. I just pulled over just. Like,
You
nigga,
might as well
fuck
take
it.
advantage of that
Yeah,
shit. Fuck
now,
it.
Take advantage of that
Because
shit.
I don't know what that shit. Because I went to Florence after I left
Yeah, because premium is like $430 something now. $430 something.
Yeah, around there. Like four. Nah, like 4. I think I put gas in there yesterday. It was $451.
Yeah, it's $430 something around me.
Okay.
$438, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
I'm ready for it to get back up under them threes.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, reg should be in twos.
Nah, for real.
Regular gas should be in the twos. And then premium should be at least $2.90 something, maybe $3.
I just know it's gonna spike back up around Thanksgiving, Christmas time.
Yeah.
But I ain't ready for that shit.
I don't think
nigga.
so.
It will. It's travel season, nigga.
You know, people say that, but the gas went down after 4th of July. Even before 4th of July. That's when it started going down. That's when I was like, oh, shit, this nigga Drew said it was going to be back in the threes by November, and I thought he was smoking some potent shit.
I smoke potent shit, nigga. Yeah, right.
And then when I started seeing the shit going down, I'm like, oh, shit, this dropped 5. Oh, shit, it dropped 10.
But the weed lets you know.
The weed lets you know that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. Yeah, but, I mean, hey. Hopefully, man. Hopefully she'll get home soon, man. Cause that shit is just not. That shit not.
That shit wicked, man.
That shit wicked as fuck, man.
Like, come on, man. Free BG, man.
It's only one BG, man. No disrespect to her. It's only one BG, man. He from New Orleans.
All right, man. Mike.
Britney Griner, man. Just saying, man. Just saying.
Yo.
Only one nigga make cash money.
Come on, man.
I knew this was gonna be a trigger for you.
Like I'm saying, no disrespect to her, but let's keep shit in its proper place, man.
She didn't make bling.
BG from New Orleans. Huh? Baby gangster.
She did not make bling bling.
Hey, man.
Oh, so this is what I wanted to talk about. So I read an interesting article the other day. So the Earth had its fastest day ever. Mm-hmm. It rotated in like 23 hours, 59 seconds, and like 1.4 something minutes, whatever the case may be. It wasn't a complete 24 hours. Mm-hmm. So when I was reading this shit, everybody was talking about like how, that's kind of like a big deal. And it said, let me see what it is. Okay, so on July 29th, Earth completed a full spin in about 1.59 milliseconds, shorter than the standard time frame, 23 hours and 56 minutes. Notably, this is not the first time the blue planet has spun faster. Atomic clocks have, however, recently revealed that the Earth's rotation is rapidly accelerating. In 2020, Earth recorded its shortest month, and July 19th was recorded to be the shortest day of that year. It was 1.47 milliseconds under 24 hours. Then, why is the Earth rotating fast? There are no conclusive proofs at the moment to decipher why Earth has been spinning fast, but there are some leading theories that are doing the rounds. Some claim the pole's weight has seen a drop due to the melting of glaciers. Others note molten core of our planet's interior is moving over time. While some believe that the seismic activity could be the reason, others believe it's because of Chandler wobble, which is a small deviation in the Earth's geographical poles across the surface. What are the consequences? According to reports, Earth's fastening rotation could have major consequences on atomic clocks, which are using GPS satellites. It won't take into the account the Earth's changing rotation. Yeah, so that's really about it. So y'all think niggas is cooked or what?
It might be the
Mike.
It might be the, we might be in our last days, bro. We don't even fucking know it, dog.
Man, I ain't worrying about that shit.
But I'm just saying, if it's why does it always happen in July though?
I don't know. It's a hot ass month for one.
Yeah.
And then they say at the Earth's core it's like melting rock and solid rock or whatever, like some volcano type shit, right?
Yeah.
That's how the center of the Earth is.
Yeah.
So I can imagine if some shit swishing around at a certain time, the shit might kick up some speed, but we'll never feel it. Unless we completely get out of orbit, then I'll start taking shit serious, bro. That's how I look at this shit.
Okay.
Because in the grand scheme, What can we really do?
Nothing.
Nothing but live.
What can we really do?
Nothing.
And I totally believe in global warming and all that shit. Yeah, it's certain things that we do that really fuck up the Earth's, atmosphere and shit like that. But I really, and we talked about this shit before. I really think people underestimate the life Earth has. Earth gonna be here a long time.
Yeah, I don't see Earth like disappearing ever. So there's always going to be planets like. But what if like one of the planets did get like knocked out of orbit? Some crazy shit.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Unless it's going to affect the Earth. It's going to affect the Earth though.
How you figure?
Because, bro, I feel like everything in the orbit is all aligned for a reason, and if something gets knocked out of place, it knocks everything out of place.
So you feel like if Jupiter gets out of orbit, we fucked up?
Yeah, it's gonna be a ripple effect. I think so. I think it would be a ripple effect. And, bro, matter of fact, speaking of ripple effects, I was watching this shit on if all of the glaciers melted on Earth and how it would affect. Like,
and what they say?
For one, we're gonna be completely underwater. Like everything that's pretty much on the coast is gonna be underwater. Not surprisingly, Africa would be one of the countries that would still be here. It would probably be the only continent that would still be here. But they said that there's gonna be certain parts in Africa that would be so hot it would be pretty much unlivable. But then they said there was other parts of the country. Other parts of the country that would be, it would be increasingly hotter. I don't know, like I forgot how they explained how the glacier affected like the whole, as far as like the weather and things like that. But everything would pretty much be like underwater, in a sense.
Okay, so here's my thing, because I think I mentioned this before. Antarctica is 100% a cap. Is a snow cap. Mm-hmm. The Arctic is not technically a cap. If you look at the map and look at the top of it, it's not a map. It's not a cap. It's just real fucking cold.
Okay.
So let's just say, so they basically saying that shit was to warm up.
Yeah.
Will be cooked.
Would be cooked like, there was like, if it was somewhere in Antarctica where the biggest of the glaciers, and once they melted, it would just like the Saharan desert would completely like be damn near underwater and shit like that, and like certain shit would cause like typhoons and fucking hurricanes and all kind of wild shit. Like basically, if the Earth's glaciers melted, we would just complete like half of the world would be damn near underwater.
See, like the biggest sheet is that's Greenland, or it's probably Greenland.
Yeah, Greenland. Yeah, they
always
Greenland.
And I remember, Drew, you remember when I asked if Arctic was a cap, and I don't know if it was you or Mo, and y'all was like, no, that shit is not a cap, but it do got certain pieces of land that is like basically covered in ice, and Greenland is one of them. Now, Antarctica, as you can see right here, that shit is a fucking cap. Mm-hmm. But the top, was the top ever a cap? The top was never a cap. Mm-mm. That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. But if that shit, Antarctica, I don't ever see melting, bro. Like, do y'all really know what the temperature be down there?
Yeah, negatives.
Like -40 type shit, 50. Yeah. That shit is unlivable. Like, can you even go down there?
Yeah. There's people out there.
Oh, hell. Ain't nobody living down there. That's
people
cap.
have to monitor. Right, bro.
You think there's people living down there?
I don't think so.
What source of life do they have down there?
I don't know.
Nigga, please.
You couldn't make civilization down there.
There's no way you can live down there, Drew.
You couldn't make civilization.
You might go down there for some research, but you going in there for what? You probably not even staying down there a whole day.
Man, if the
I had to Google that shit,
the most
man.
you'd probably do is most 3 days. You could probably get a weekend in.
What I'm saying is that somebody's staying out there. Somebody has to monitor it. That's what I'm saying.
But
bro.
what are they monitoring? That's what I'm asking.
Somebody's going down there. They putting some shit down there. Then they getting on through. They putting it down there for it to monitor itself with a camera or something. Then they going back up.
Possibly.
All right, so I just Googled it. Antarctica is the only continent with no permanent human habitation. There are, however, permanent human settlements where scientists support staff live for part of the year on a rotating basis. The continent of Antarctica makes up for most of the Antarctic region.
Exactly like I said. Somebody has to monitor it.
I'm looking at these pics. That's crazy, bro. I didn't even know them bitches get sun down there. Real shit.
Okay, well, I watched.
If they do, it's not a lot.
Probably, they get a full Sunday, like a full rotation of the sun. It ain't always gonna just be like snowy and nasty out there.
That's crazy, bro. I did not know that they had people down there on a rotating basis. That's crazy. Because what are you really doing if you was to live there? Like, what are you doing? Ain't no hoes down there.
Would you even have? You couldn't even have like a physical address down there, could you?
Fuck no.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
like
no.
you couldn't have a physical address.
Imagine a mail truck trying to pull up and deliver you mail in Antarctica, bro. Man, please, you better knock it off.
UPS
Stop it, bro.
UPS
is a FedEx.
FedEx does not go
You
out
can't
there, bro.
Amazon nothing.
Word.
You can't get nothing. You try to pull up Amazon on your phone.
Your air fee, my nigga. Your air
Oh
fee.
my
Oh my
God.
God.
So if you down there on a rotating basis as a scientist, you have to really pack like for
Man.
Nah, that's insane.
That's
bro.
way too much, bro. That's way. You have to really super dedicated to what you're doing. You have to really love this earth. To do
I already
this
just said
shit
if
like
the Earth get out of orbit, I'm checking myself out. Unless I got kids.
that. I mean,
If I know it's a permanent end coming,
yeah,
like I'm talking about like some 5 days type shit,
yeah.
I'm gonna get my rocks off. And then, if I reach a point where, because here's my thing. We done seen way too many movies, right? Who wants to live after the fact?
Yeah, like on some I Am Legend type shit.
Who wants to live after the
But
fact?
at the end of the day, there were people who were still living though. At
That's-
the end of
that's why I
I Am
said it's
Legend, people were still living though.
That's what I'm saying. It's a movie. that's what makes it a movie. Like if you reach a point, you be like, all right, I might be able to stick this shit out. You know how long you really gonna have to strap up your survival skills. Now, naturally, as human beings, you're gonna learn to adapt to certain shit. We have those capabilities. Some better than others. But would you really want to like do that shit?
Shit, nigga, I'm still alive, fucking nigga. I'm gonna adapt and adjust,
It
bro.
depends.
Look, you only got one life. If they saying that shit, fuck it. I'm gonna try to live, bro. I'm gonna try to live.
If volcano lava is coming towards you gonna kill yourself or you gonna die by the volcano?
I'm gonna find a way to get out this motherfucker.
Now I'm saying if you trap.
If I'm trapped, well, shit. I mean, I ain't trying to get burned alive now. That's fucked up way to die now. Let's
talking
get
about
burned
lava now.
alive. That's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't be quick. But that's fucked up because I don't want to kill myself neither, too.
I don't know.
Like, I don't want to blow my brains out, fam. Like, I don't want to do that, even though that's a quick way to go, but I ain't trying to do that.
I feel you. It just depends on the circumstances, bro.
Man, that's a
Now, I
hard
can
one.
swim. I ain't worrying about that. I'm talking about on some extreme catastrophic type shit.
Oh, man, that's hard, bro, because it's like, that's like choosing which way do you, because you're either going to die by the catastrophic way or you're just going to find, hey, man, I ain't going to lie, but I don't know, man. It's like killing yourself, bro. Like, people got a lot of religious ties to killing themselves. People think they go to hell if they commit suicide.
For real?
Yeah, you never heard that? People
I
say
never
that-
heard that.
People, yeah, people feel like if they commit suicide, they're going to hell.
I never heard of
You've never heard that before?
Never heard that. Learn something new every day. I never heard
Yeah,
that.
bro. So that's a real like tie with motherfuckers. I don't know if me personally, I don't know if I could just blow my head off. Though. I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's like hard, bro. Like, no, like I would get stabbed. Like, no, I don't want to think about none of that shit, bro.
I do feel like the animals will outlive humans.
Oh yeah, because they're naturally animals adapt. Animals,
And they know when time to get the fuck on.
yeah, they can migrate. We can't migrate like them. We can't fly.
can, but we choose not to. We choose to be stagnant and just staying in what we know and what we get comfortable in.
But
Oh, we're
can't-
weak as fuck compared to animals, bro. I always say that.
Facts.
Yeah.
We're weak as fuck compared to animals, but at the same time too, we gonna be here a long time.
Yeah, because
The human race gonna be here a very long. That's another thing. Niggas be talking about
robots and shit taking over.
It's not even necessarily the robots. Y'all niggas need to get off that alien shit, bro.
I think aliens are real
that
now.
Shit is so. I seen a tweet the other. Matter of fact, this is around when Jordan Peele movie was coming out.
Yeah.
And somebody was driving. I think they was in Vegas, and they seen like the cylinder shit, and it was in the sky talking about, oh, this promo that Jordan Peele doing be like A1. He's like, that ain't me.
Yeah.
And it really looked like a spaceship. It was a fucking linear cloud, man.
But I mean, I think there is.
Niggas talking about they seen a UFO on the Fate, man. Niggas talking about they seen a UFO on the Fate, man. I'm like, all right, man. Like,
hey,
what we doing, man?
That shit probably happened for real.
A UFO on the Fate, man.
Everything happens on the Fate, bro.
Where, bro? Kanye West was on the Fate.
Everything happens on the Fate.
A lot of wild shit happened on the Fate, man.
Y'all believe in this alien shit, like, for real?
I think there's other life forms out here.
I swear I just saw something that, well, not, I did see something that was like, that they just confirmed with all this Earth shit that was happening, and they're saying like they have confirmed that there's other life forms on other planets, which I said, why we'd be naive to think that.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about here. That's what I'm talking about.
You're saying that are walking around here?
In the sky, whatever the case may be.
Nigga, there's some right now on the city. I see aliens all the time.
That's cap.
I see them.
Yo, this nigga here is a trip, bro. This nigga here. Where you see aliens at,
King
nigga?
Street, nigga. I see some boy. I'm telling between 1, 2 o'clock at night, bro.
You hear this nigga,
I'm
bro?
trying to tell you. All right.
Some good.
What they look like?
Some good mushrooms.
They really are. Yo,
What they look like?
God, he's called
like niggas, bro. It's like some niggas, like, but they're just out of their minds, bro. Like you think they're out of their minds.
You seen them?
Yeah.
Are those aliens or those zombies?
Nah, I seen zombies.
All right.
I seen zombies.
All right.
All right.
But these are aliens. I'm trying to tell you.
And they look like niggas.
Yeah, you.
But they aliens. They probably was niggas. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Mike, you gotta come out of Canada, bro, and come to the States to see this shit. I'm trying to tell you this shit, my nigga. All right, bro. All right.
hey, bro, but there was a story out in like I think it was Zimbabwe that like some aliens or like an alien craft went to like an elementary school in Zimbabwe. It dropped down and the kids actually saw the aliens, and then they got them back like years later and they talked about the shit. Y'all never heard of that before?
No, but I believe it.
Before?
I believe it.
You ain't never seen that story before? Bro, check that shit out now. That shit real now. That shit real, dog. That shit sound real as fuck.
Mike, why he look
He
like
ain't jacking what I'm saying, but I'm serious, bro. That shit real. I think it's real.
I do believe there are other life forms outside on planet Earth, even in the sky. I'm not hearing no alien shit, bro.
I think that shit. I think aliens are among us. I honestly do. I honestly do, because I feel like there's got to be another life form that's out here.
So where are
us.
they camping out at? That's my thing.
Them
For
boys-
us not to see.
Them boy probably in like another galaxy somewhere, and they probably just fly through here, bro. They probably fly through here. I don't know. I don't know what's the technical term it is when they try to people who like follow aliens and shit. I'm not none of that. I'm just saying personally, I think there's other life forms out here that are, beyond us, or other life forms than us. That's just my thing.
For me to believe, it gotta be on some Independence Day type shit.
I don't think it's got, man, because bro, it might be like, bro, them niggas might look just like us, bro, in a sense, with just like.
So how you know they? No, don't take the headphones off. Put the headphones back on.
I'm just
how
saying.
do you know? Those could have just been regular niggas.
Regular
Those
niggas
coulda
that just came down from the sky.
How tall was they? What they look like? What was they built like? What their eyes look like,
Bro,
Drew?
But on some real shit.
I'm trying to tell you, you had to be there, bro.
But where was it at? I'm actually
on King Street, my nigga.
And they was just walking on the sidewalk.
Yes.
But like on some real shit though,
I'm telling you, dog.
Yo, this nigga here.
Y'all niggas gonna think I'm crazy though, but I remember seeing this shit where niggas was talking about like black people have like some type of, what's the shit called, man, in their genes. it's almost like a sense of like it's like almost like the same things aliens have or some shit like that. This is just like me doing research and going down YouTube rabbit holes and shit like that. So take whatever I'm saying as a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? So this is just some of the shit I saw. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, when you hear niggas like Parliament and like Sun Ra and these niggas talk about, and also my gal was putting me on a lot of this shit too. She put me on a couple of this shit too. How niggas was talking about like black people basically kind of like being like on some outer space type shit. And then I also seen this shit on History Channel where it was these people who were from like South Africa. This is like I'm talking about like thousands of years ago, and like these niggas could like time travel and shit. Like real shit, bro. These niggas could time travel. It's like they get into this like sort of, I guess, like hive sensation, and these niggas will like time travel. These niggas could time travel. This is like way back then. I seen this shit on the History Channel now, so I'm not tripping, dog. I seen this shit. Not saying this shit is true or not, so people don't flag me talking about them crazy as shit. This is just some of the shit that I've seen through some information and going down YouTube rabbit holes. But yeah, so black people might have some type of gene in them that's like similar to aliens. That's just what I've, some of the research I've seen. So don't take the shit with a grain of salt. And I'm also high up. So, this is just what I'm saying.
Bro. King Street.
My dog said King Street.
Telling you, bro.
You can't be an alien if you can't give me specific features of how they look.
Bro, I can't describe it. You have to be there. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally, it's just a sense like you just be like, bro, that ain't no nigga. Like.
So they look like humans, but they face is just completely different.
I wouldn't. They just ain't. It kind of gave like, all right, not trying to compare like Men in Black and shit.
I just was about to bring up Men in Black.
Like,
so when Dog took the human
skin, and like kind of not like in that aggressive manner, like how he no neck and was making all those faces and shit like that. But it just kind of was giving me that vibe, bro. Like I don't know. But them niggas just been like, bruv, like, it ain't no basketball niggas, but they just been linky. Like, fucking. I don't know, bruv. Like, I can't even describe this shit.
Men in Black.
Definitely gave that vibe. Downtown.
I don't know nothing about that.
Charleston.
I don't know nothing about that Men in Black vibe.
Tell you, bro.
I don't know nothing about the Men in Black.
All right. I'm telling y'all, they here, okay? They here. No kizzy. That's all I got.
And it's probably just living their life, not fucking around with nobody.
I ain't fuck with them. They ain't fuck with me. I was just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. That's really the unknown. That's the point. The fucking unknown. We just don't know. You can think it. You can even feel it. You know what I mean? Off of energy, but I don't know, bro. There's a lot of shit we don't know out here. And they're not going to tell us.
Even when it comes down to shit like the ocean.
Facts.
Well, I believe in the ocean.
They bringing up new monsters every fucking day from the ocean.
Facts.
But we only could go but so deep. The ocean is super deep.
So
I believe. Yeah. So it would crush us if we was to go so deep. So I 100% believe there's something in the water that we have not discovered. 100% believe that. But the alien shit, my nigga, is like.
I think them boy around, man.
They out here, bro. They're among us.
I don't know, man. It's just when I don't know, man. When a lot of shit just needs to be. A lot of shit just needs to be tied up to. A lot of movies have really tricked a lot of niggas. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Movies, man. The movies do it. I'm telling you, the movies really fuck niggas' heads up.
Man, you don't gotta go to the movies, bro. There's YouTube, and you just go down the hole.
See, the rabbit holes fuck y'all up.
The rabbit hole, man. The rabbit holes is where it's at.
And I believe in a lot of conspiracy theories, but some I just don't. It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense.
Man, what are some of the conspiracy theories that you like? Undoubtedly believe, like, all right, bro, this is like true.
9/11.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think so too.
Inside job type shit. It might have not been an inside job, but they knew about it.
Yeah.
What's another one?
I think most all government conspiracy theories are pretty much true.
They could be.
Yeah.
There was one in particular about even in music. I think Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I think so.
Michael Jackson, like throughout his career, how certain things that happened to him due to him wanting certain control within his music. They came after him with the child molestation shit, all type of shit. So a lot of I feel like they was definitely picking on Mike.
Mike was about to have power, man.
Government shit, like you said, pretty much all of that shit could be true. But we'll never really know because, like Drew said, the government's going to hide a lot of shit from us. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like if we was to find out about a lot of shit, the country would go crazy.
Yeah.
People will go crazy. They will lose their fucking minds.
All the shit that's happening, like, even going down to, like, I'm my whole conspiracy theory I would be believing in is the food shit. I feel
what
like
food shit?
How they just be putting all these types of wild shit in our food, bro, and we be consuming that shit.
Give me an example.
Like, all you have to do is just like
talking about like fast. You talking about like McDonald's and shit?
Yeah, of course McDonald's and shit, but even shit that's supposed to be quote unquote like vegan and healthy, them will be putting shit in that shit too.
I got a homie. He always posting substitutes for shit that we normally eat. So like, it could be a bottle of Heinz ketchup, and on the right, he'll be like, "Eat this ketchup instead." It could be a box of cereal. He was like, "Eat this cereal right here." It could be these type of seasoning salts. Use these seasoning salts. Literally every day.
Because I honestly feel like food is probably like the biggest weapon used for population control, bro. If you think about it.
That could be true, yes, because a lot of that shit is handed. Well, then you could get a lot of health defects handed down too through generations.
It's true. Yeah.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, shit like that.
But you can offset that with like a better diet, of course, working out, shit like that. But when it comes down to as far as like the actual ingredients that be in certain shit, it just be like, bro, what the? I thought this was supposed to be healthy. Now look at this. Like, people talk crazy, as far as people, like, some people might be vegan or they might eat chicken. But it's also like, bruh, if you get a chicken that's like off a farm, like right there, and, get it, if it's, farm raised, no preservatives, shit like that, then that's pretty much a healthy chicken you're eating.
Do you think it's going to taste different, though?
No, it's not going to taste different because you're still going to use good seasoning with it. It's just not a steroid-ass chicken because it eats natural stuff.
Now, I do 100% believe that shit they said about Church's chicken. The more you used to pump all that.
I believe that, too.
Yeah, because they chicken is completely different, bro. There's no way that shit should be that.
I've never been a fan of Church's chicken.
They got the best biscuits.
The best biscuits, in the world. The best biscuits in the world, bro.
But the only one I know is the one on Dorchester Road.
I know about the one. I think there used to be
one in West.
They need to put one
in Somerville. That's what they need to do.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't think I'm even a fan of the biscuits. I think the biscuits too buttery now. As I get older, my taste buds change. I think.
Taste buds definitely changed as I got older. What was that question that you asked the other day?
Oh yeah,
the seafood chicken shit.
Oh yeah, which one? If you had to make a choice, which one you had to cut off? Would it be seafood or would it be chicken? And the people voted.
Definitely taking. You taking all chicken, huh?
With me?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That chicken out of here.
Yeah, and that's what most of the people, they voted
you already know
for.
My answer.
He don't eat seafood.
Well, some people were stuck.
Yeah, some people were stuck, but I just had to say that because for me, that's like
chicken is a staple, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You could remix chicken in like 50 different ways, bro. But there's also a lot of good seafood options as well. But you also got to think about which one do you eat most on a daily basis?
Chicken,
seafood, or chicken?
Seafood.
You eat seafood on a daily basis?
I eat a lot of fish.
Okay, then I can see that. Because fish is very easy to cook. Shrimp is very easy to cook. Crab legs in general are easy to cook, even though they might take a little longer. But after that part, everything else takes a little bit while to cook. Mussels, oysters, shit like that. Of course, you could always get sushi. But when you got chicken, bro, you could whip chicken up in like 10 minutes, bro. Or some people might feel like they make it, some people might say take a little bit longer. But for me, I've always, like, a good 10 to 12 minutes is, like, maybe longer. Who you think, how long you cook the ticket chicken?
It depends. If it's baked, then it's gonna be probably like an hour or some change.
Yeah, well,
Fried, it could be a little quicker.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as far as I'm more or less like I'll get the chicken, cut it up, throw the season on, do what you gotta do with the pot and pan and shit. Then you put it in there, and then you just flip it until it gets good and juicy. So that's probably about like 10 to 15 minutes. I don't think it should be no longer than that. You only got a couple of seafoods that cook under 10 to 15 minutes, and then everything else it seems like takes a lot longer to cook. So if you're looking for like a more quick, efficient meal to go eat, you could just hit it that. And then with seafood, I feel like with seafood, you gotta like when you make shrimp, you're not just making half the bag of shrimp, you're making the whole bag of shrimp. You know what I'm saying? When you get the lobster tails, you're making a whole bag of lobster tails. You're not just making.
Like, it's just me though. You know what I mean? Like, cause you got a lady or whatnot. So it's like, bro, when I cook, bro, it's for myself. I mean, I got a hot bag of chicken in the refrigerator marinating right now. I got shrimp in the freezer. I got fish in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's still one of those things like live by land or live by sea. You know what I mean? Even if if the world comes to the end, I'm sticking to the sea. You know what I mean? Because the population of what I'm gonna get, I could get plenty of fish. You know what I mean? But in the wild, you're gonna get what, a chicken. Hunt a chicken, you know how fast the chicken is on land? You're dead, nigga. You're eating berries. Like, fuck that.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that neither.
Yeah, like, I'm definitely sticking to seafood, though. Like, I can get plenty of fish. I can throw a cast in that nigga, boom. Got 20 fish in that bitch, bro.
I mean, yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pump some shit in there. Because a lot of stuff that's in there is just, it tastes good, but it don't necessarily mean it's good for you.
Hell no.
I remember this girl. She told me she went on a cruise she went somewhere, and she said she had a mango, and that shit was completely different from a mango she had here. It was so good.
Word.
Banana she had, all type of shit like.
But a lot of that shit
in the Caribbean.
A lot of that shit be cloned too. Like, you ever heard about the thing with the on the motherfucking barcode, like the 4 and the 9. If it's a 4, that means it's a cloned.
No, I never heard of that.
Yeah. So if you go into your local grocery store and you look at the barcode on the fruit, they said it's like if it's a 4, that means it's a cloned fruit, and if it's a 9, then it's an organic real fruit. I don't know how true that is. Once again, YouTube rabbit hole, but that's just something that I acquired. I looked up, but I don't know if it's true or not because that clone fruit be tasting good as a motherfucker too. So like, I don't know, but
everything that says organic ain't organic. No.
That's another thing too.
No, like it's just ain't. Like I know that shit for. Ain't no way Great Value got organic shit too.
I was just about to say that, bro. Like, all right, nah, these niggas got organic shit, bro. Like, come on, dog.
Right.
What we doing, man? Real shit. Everybody can't have organic shit,
on,
bro.
Like,
I never shopped inside Whole Foods.
Yeah,
never.
I've shopped there a couple.
Some people say it's overrated. Some people like it.
I prefer Earth Fare if they got it. If you're,
I haven't been inside Earth
I be
Fare.
seeing Earth Fare. I just never gone in one.
Shit's so clutch. I love Earth. I be in Earth Fare.
What is that? Is they organic food?
Huh?
They got any good green juices in
They
Orange?
got everything, bro.
I need to check them out.
Everything. All they pizza be busting, bro.
They got pizza in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
They got like
They got an Earth Fare right there on Main Street.
Yeah, that's what when I was
But they
thinking
hot
about
bar, bro. Woo! That should be hitting some days, bro.
I gotta check them out. They high?
Same price as Whole Foods?
Yeah, around. I mean, shit. All the shit high now, nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking Piggly Wiggly high, nigga.
Nigga, I ain't been to Piggly Wiggly in years.
Hey, underrated hot bar, bruh. The Food Lion, where they have the chicken strips.
Oh, the little chicken, little bar.
Yeah, I got one by my house. Yeah,
Very underrated. Very underrated.
the one on Latson, they should be on some point. And Harris Cedar, they pizza be fire.
Bussin'.
Oh, Harris, yeah.
Their
Bussin'.
pizza
You
is
can go get
A1.
a large pizza for like $8.99.
Facts.
Bro. Like, and that shit is better than a lot of shit out here.
Yeah, fuck ordering Domino's and pizza and
facts.
all that shit.
Yeah, you gotta pull up on them niggas.
You can pull up on Harris Cedar and get you some good shit.
Word.
Park Circle Pizza got the best pizza though, hands down.
Who? Where?
Park Circle Pizza,
Oh, okay. I ain't tried them.
I ain't been there yet.
10 out of 10, bro.
10 out of 10.
Woo!
Ooh, that shit busted. That boy even got a she crab pizza, bro.
But I've been
Ooh,
addicted.
that sound bussin'.
I've been addicted to this chicken wrap from is it Big Billy's burger joint right there on by the Tenga outlet?
Oh, they got one up there? Because they got one downtown on off Cannon.
Yeah, it's like big, like right there right in front of where they putting that Top Golf at. You know that little shopping center? They got the vans on and all. It's called like Big Bow's Burgers or whatever.
Okay.
They got a chicken wrap there that I've been fucking up lately. It's like a grilled chicken wrap, and that shit been. Oh man, that shit been. I've been getting that shit a lot lately.
Damn, yeah, I haven't been over there. I go over there for like Cinco de Mayo to the little Mexican restaurant right there. That one, whoo.
Mexican restaurant, what's it called?
I don't fucking know.
Is that like a
that run right there by Fan Zone? It's like a Starbucks.
Is that like a La Hacienda?
Maybe.
I think that's like a La
I think
Hacienda.
it is. But boy, fucking
I'll fuck a quesadilla up now.
Cinco de Mayo, boy, them things be tinging out there.
Them things. Whew. Nigga crazy.
Lord of mercy.
This shit's crazy, bro. This shit is crazy.
Man, hell, man. But yeah, I fuck up a quesadilla, and I'm also a fan of like the little chicken nacho chips.
Mm-hmm.
How they shred the chicken on top. I've been fucking a lot of them shit up lately. I like them shit from various places.
I have to check that out.
So you got seafood. What was your choice? Chicken or seafood?
I'm really tired, but if I had to go off what I eat more of, I eat more chicken. So
I eat more seafood, bro.
Yeah, niggas fucking that shit up on the daily.
Yeah,
But you had check out Mace's interview, right?
yeah, I checked it out, man.
That nigga was going in on 5-year-old for him, bro.
He was pulling the cards out, man. He was pulling facts. Like you can't.
He called his homeboy on the phone
Yeah,
and cleared that air. You wasn't about to make me look like no snake out here, nigga. That nigga Mace was saying like, nah, dog, like shit. 5-year said he got 700. I got 800,000, 750,000. I got 800,000. He broke down why he initially gave him the 5 and all that. Because I remember that interview. I remember that.
Then the man said that his manager stole the money. His old manager stole the money.
And how he wasn't doing shows and shit.
Yeah, because he was scared of niggas. Like,
you know what? That I could give executives and managers a little bit more leeway than the public can in terms of artists, because artists really do some shit that they don't really talk about. Like, how do you not show up to shows, bruh?
And we got this shit booked for you.
If we got this shit booked for you. A lot of artists do some bullshit now.
And then there was like, bro, they had a show booked for you in Phoenix. Like, nigga, you from New York, bro. And they booked the show for you all the way out in Phoenix. Like, that's crazy, bro. You ain't try to show up there and try to get that cheese, bro. It's a paid
wild.
show, bro. You missing money because you scared.
That's wild, but Mace definitely cleared the air, man. Hey, Mace had him a nice little run for as short as it was, like quality-wise. He did a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, Mace.
And he had his handprint on a lot of shit, too.
Mm-hmm. He definitely inspired a lot of people. Like, Mace has always been nice, and I don't think nobody ever doubted that. It's just besides the rap shit, it's the other shit that Mace people have, you know.
Yeah, him becoming a preacher and everything.
Yeah, got on Mace about.
It's good to see him and Cameron hashed out their differences too.
Yeah.
Because he also said that was a relationship that he felt really fucked him up. He didn't want to do, and he glad that they was able to like come to men's and fix that. So that's good too. Because you know them niggas play ball together.
Yeah, and the way he was describing it, he was basically like they thought he had more money than they thought he had
When he first came out.
And so they was, getting on him while they ain't, showing love and shit, breaking no bread with nobody. But then when the bag did come, it was already
everybody
too late.
was already getting money.
Everybody was it was already too late. So
because Cameron's first album was what, 98?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Confessions of Fire, Horse and Carriages on there. So hey man, it and you got to think how young they was at that time too. I don't think people really take into account how them niggas was 2021.
That's young to be.
Cause he was supposed to be signed. Big was about to sign Cameron.
Mm-hmm, I remember that.
And he died in March of 97. You got to think Cam 21 at that time. So when he holding it, like you got to think a young cat at that time, especially coming up in Harlem, niggas getting money and you feel like you getting help. I can understand at that time, but when everybody got it, like you said, it was everybody's. It was pretty much because Harlem World came out 97. Mase 21, 22.
Yeah, and he was touching millions by then.
Then the Double Up came 98, 99. It's like niggas 23 now, touching serious money. Then when he talked about the whole the diss on Imaginary Players, that was because I always told niggas he diss Hove on 112 Love Me, but I didn't know that line stood out to me. He was talking about the Rolex diamonds and shit because Mase probably was one of the first ones to actually do a bust down.
Yeah, he customized
it. He talked about it. He's like, yeah, of course they're not factory diamonds from Rolex, but I took the diamonds and actually
flooded it out.
Put it out because Ho was like, Rolex diamonds, what you done to that?
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, even besides that part, Ho shitted on Mase. That your single 99 cents minus $4, like he shitted on that nigga, dog.
Hove has killed a lot of niggas in his career though. Sudden, like nicely, like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent?
Yeah.
Hove got some one-liners, man. He got some one-liners, but Mase definitely had. I actually would have appreciated if his run was a little bit longer though, man. I'm not against somebody wanting to go and get right with the Lord, or any religious practices. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like he was just such on a streak that he really could have had his handprint on. Like really been the nigga post Big, carrying that weight.
But man, I've been going down the YouTube rabbit hole. Was going down the YouTube rabbit hole. I never heard of this dude. His name was like Gene Deal, and he was talking about like he used to be a security guard for Puffy, and he was just talking about all these stories on Bad Boy and shit like that. And one story that particularly stuck out to me is a story between him and between Puffy and Big when he would talk about how they used to steal from each other as far as like, people stealing publishing, Puffy, Biggie switching his name to another person's name so Puffy can't get the publishing and Puffy stealing royalties from Big and shit like that. So because there was always this thing about, Biggie was actually going to leave Bad Boy because he had got imprint with Atlantic for his own shit through Junior Mafia. So he was about to actually leave Bad Boy and do his own shit. This is what Dog was talking about. And one of the reasons why he was planning on leaving because he was like he wasn't getting properly compensated. So I can only imagine.
That's what Mase was talking about on.
So I can say. I don't think it would ever been any longevity with that happening with Mase. I feel like there was always going to be some type of...
That's his biggest thing with
the
Puff.
money dispute because of the nigga that you
He's like, bro, I wasn't... You wasn't paying me. That was his biggest thing. He's like, bro, you wasn't paying me like how... Now, there's always two sides to a story, but that's a common thing with him. Now, with the Big situation, that's kind of surprising because, he still did Life After Death. He depending on what his contract obligations was album-wise, I don't know. But I could see... If Mase is speaking in terms of Diddy not paying him, I could see the same thing for Big too.
Because it was like,
and you surprised me when you told me that they didn't like each other.
Yeah, Mase and Biggie didn't.
But then I think about that line on the Oracle when Mase was like, and I fucked the King of Rats bitch when I was unsigned and shit. He was talking about Big.
Yeah, he might have talking about Lil' Kim because him and Lil' Kim used to date. Mase and Lil' Kim, so that could have been something. But yeah, when Dog was talking about the story, he was like, Big would always say slick shit like, this nigga changed his name from Murder Mase to just Mase. Nigga name just Mase now. Like, so he was, that's it. And so then he would just always say little slick shit. But he also said if Big was like, if you're not from Junior Mafia or you weren't a Brooklyn nigga, he wasn't really like fucking with you like that. He would like, if you were, as far as like, in New York, like maybe some out of town dudes or whatever he would fuck with, but he was like, if you was in New York and if you weren't from like Brooklyn or if you weren't from Junior Mafia, then he didn't really care much for you.
Mase said he did the beat for More Money, More Problems.
He did the beat, like actually produced the beat. Oh shit,
that's what he said. He said I was the one who went in there and was like, hey yo, play this, do this to that. Yeah,
damn.
You already know More Money, More Problems one of Big's biggest records.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that they really didn't have They wasn't really click tight like that though. But by the time Mase was taking off, he was already out the paint.
Yeah, and then there was like, if you look back at it, as far as the rest of the Bad Boy artists and shit like that, he was like, dog, Big didn't really hang around them niggas.
He didn't.
He was like, Big, just stick with Junior Mafia.
Junior Mafia.
That was it, bro. He didn't really.
He wasn't really around Total. He wasn't really around like Craig Mack. They had a song together, but he wasn't really hanging with him.
Nah.
No. How you feel about that Notorious B.I. shit?
Man, it's
from Mississippi.
It's funny. It's very coincidental, especially when Dog said from the Mississippi down to the East Coast. That's very coincidental. Like, and it wouldn't surprise me if maybe, you know, I ain't tripping about the name. I'm just thinking about the whole like
Juicy record.
Yeah, the whole record in total. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept and thing like that. That's my whole thing. Like the name and shit. I mean, is probably a bunch of big niggas calling themselves Biggie. You know what I'm saying? That's just it's whatever. But I don't think Big stole the song. If anything, Puff may have ran across that shit and just like, hey, Playboy, we about to go and make this shit yours. This about to be your shit. It wouldn't surprise me, but I don't
listen to this shit like, man, my opinion on Big ain't about to change.
It's not.
Right
and
here,
then at the end of the day,
y'all can say whatever the fuck you want, bro. My mind's not changing on Biggie.
At the end of the day, Juicy's like a way better song. So like, it really don't matter. It really don't matter. Like, it don't matter. But going down that YouTube rabbit hole, I learned a lot about Bad Boy and certain shit. Like, the 90s was a wild time. That's all I gotta say, man.
100%.
That shit was a wild. Like, if there was social media back then,
a lot of stories.
This shit would have been crazy. Like, people, like old people talk shit about young people now on social media. Y'all would have been doing the same shit, bro. You just would have been a product of the times.
Yeah, especially Diddy. Mm-hmm. And Mase, you got to think at that time, this nigga pulling up in Benzes and shit at 2021. Like, these niggas is getting money at a very, very young age, like, doing it. Like, Nas dropped Illmatic at 19. Like, he did Illmatic at 19. You see what I'm saying? So, these niggas is really out here really getting to it. So, it just speaks to the time. But it was good to see Mase actually have an interview and really get to see the background of a lot of shit. Like, he really was addressing a lot of shit. Yeah. Clearing the air about, you know, his duties as a manager, especially with that 5-year shit, because that shit was crazy. Talking about, I'm the one who told him how to talk that fly shit. Even though he is a drill artist, like, kind of implement some of that in there. Like,
I gave
him, the swag. Because Mase was really one of the original cats talking that fly shit. Mm-hmm. And he was real nice with that shit. Like,
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was like
when the interview first came on, they played "Feel So Good." That's a hard ass song.
Yeah, that's a hard song. Yeah,
hard ass song.
Bad Boy definitely was doing anything around that time too.
I really thought they was gonna fall off after Big though. Like when I say fall, I'm talking about like completely fall off the map. Like I thought Diddy was gonna be a has been, all of that shit. All of that, because I didn't think nobody was gonna stick around with him. Nobody was gonna be willing to work for him. And then Big did so much for Bad Boy. It was like, you're not gonna replace that.
Nah, you can't. But one thing about Diddy, I got to give Diddy, man.
He getting that money.
For all the fuck shit Diddy has done, that nigga's still here. That nigga, throughout all the fuck shit, that nigga's still here. And so you gotta give him that, man. Through all the craziness, through all the rumors, that nigga's still here. He the last man standing.
Definitely still a last man standing.
Suge in jail, Pac and Big dead. You know, he the last. And then, you know, and then the funny thing is, as I'm looking through all these interviews, I'm like, damn, bro, this nigga really caused a lot of this shit. Like, that nigga really was a menace, bro. That nigga was a menace, bro. But Diddy's still here, man. It's crazy. Niggas be the last one standing, causing all the shit.
And it's not even really with their music. Like, he done branched out so much money-wise, it don't even make...
Yeah,
he don't got to worry about music.
Mm-hmm.
He got Revolt popping. He got his Ciroc popping. He just
I don't know
so
if
much
Ciroc's still popping.
No, Ciroc's still popping.
I ain't heard nobody say they drink Ciroc in a minute, but I'm pretty sure it's still popping, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still popping.
He just got so many different business ventures, it don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter, man. That nigga Diddy's going to continue to eat for a very long time. Because I think even with music, I don't even think music is really like his focus. You know, I was listening to Earl Gotti's Drink Champs, and he said in even terms of a versus, he would want to face them in a versus. If they was do a Murder Inc. versus, they want to go against Bad Boy. And I'm thinking to myself, man, them niggas going to pack y'all up.
Yeah, them niggas going to pack their ass up, bro.
They got some shit, though.
Them niggas getting packed up, bro.
I agree.
It's too long. Because Murder Inc. run was just too short. Murder Inc. run what, like 99, maybe 03,
04.
04. Nigga, Bad Boy run. I mean, if you want to be technical, like the last Bad Boy artist was like maybe French Montana. Technically.
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
You gotta think, bro. This nigga done had an ass of niggas now.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly, didn't he?
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. But if they just pop in for an album or two, them niggas be in there now. Like fucking 8 Ball and MJG done pop out an album with Bad Boy. Motherfucking of course.
Oh shit! The group Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood done had one. The band, like, you know what I'm saying? You fucking new Young Jock. Me and my homeboy was just talking about how that first Young Jock CD was slapping when it first came out.
Bad Boy South.
Fucking Bad Boy South.
Yeah, bro, they ain't getting out the paint.
Yeah, man, that boy getting out the paint.
Ja Rule can't carry that shit that long now.
No.
Ja Rule can't carry that shit.
Word.
And Ashanti, she got some shit, but
it's not enough.
Not enough.
It's not enough.
Charlie Baltimore, not enough.
Not enough.
No. But Ja was doing this thing though. I give him that. From 99 to about 03, Ja had some shit because his first album was Vidi Vinci. Then he had Rule 336, and then he had
fucking 50 Cent. Fucking the Madman, bro.
Oh yeah, the beef with 50. Yeah.
Man, speaking of Ja, I was watching that Supreme Team documentary. Y'all seen that shit?
I haven't seen it, no.
That shit was pretty cool. That shit was cool. But it's so crazy how that
He's still locked up, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still locked up. He got locked up for some. It's because you're from Queens, so this is like all like Queens business. Like the way they was like how they laid that shit down. But it's so crazy because it really was that white boy who got killed, the cop.
Yeah,
it was
I remember that story.
Once he got smoked, dog, that's when
shit went up.
That's when shit went crazy. That's when that's when everything started getting fucked
I think
up.
he was doing it. I think he was investigating some shit.
Yeah, he was like doing the lookout for like I guess for somebody who was in a drug case.
Yes,
and somebody.
And he was sitting in the car, and then once somebody came up on the passenger side, somebody came up on the driver's side, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And then ever since from that moment on, see, it wasn't even the drug dealing that did it. That was the one that did it. A lot of people don't know that. Mm-hmm. That was that. He was a rookie cop too.
Mm-hmm. He was his first year on the force.
This was
bro.
89, 88?
88. And once that shit, it's so crazy because it's like, bro, it's been so much crime and destruction in the community. Nobody gave a fuck. But as soon as this white dude got killed,
I remember that. Yep.
That's when everything changed, bro. I'm talking about they started locking all them niggas up, bro.
Yep.
Them boys
it was a clean sweep.
Them boys start getting tougher and tougher on crime. Then Mayor Giuliani came. But them niggas was eating, dog. Them niggas was living. Like, even though it was a bunch of madness going around, them niggas was like superstars. They even had this one clip where they was in a club celebrating somebody's birthday, and fucking LL Cool J was there, just chilling. Wasn't even like a rapper or nothing at that point, just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas was.
So this definitely had to have been like mid 80s then.
Yeah, mid 80s, like 84, 85.
Okay.
Them niggas was fresh. Them niggas was living, bro. Them niggas was really doing their thing. And then they talk about how Supreme went to jail first. Then he ended up getting out, and then he was linking up with Irv. That's when he started linking up with Irv Gotti and them when he got back out. And then he wanted to do like movies and shit like that. But then, hey man, it's not really the drugs, bro. It's the murder, bro. The murder always get these niggas locked up. It's the heat, and so he was connected to like 2 bodies, and then, and man, he ended up getting life in prison after that. But he was a smart dude. Like, bruh was smart. Bruh was very intelligent. Bruh had his shit on to a point where if he would have just kept himself clean, he eventually would have been out the clear and up there as like a mogul. I feel like bruh had the mogul mindset, but some people just can't get, they only see themselves.
That shit run deep. That's why like with 50, he's not. We see how 50 is on social media. Once he beef with you, he beef with you forever.
Yeah.
And that shit with Supreme and John and all them, and that's just by guilty by association concept.
Because it's really, you don't really got a problem with Ja Rule. All his problems really with Supreme.
Yeah,
really
but being that you
associated with them, boy,
you took a lot of 50 threw a lot of beef at. I mean, not beef. He threw a lot of records at Ja Rule, dissing him. Mm-hmm. Like, you remember the song I put in the chat the other day with him and Tupac? With 50
the reels,
yeah.
I remember there was a whole thing about that because it was like, damn, how these niggas using Tupac on this shit, dog.
Basically saying he trying to be like Pac, bro. Yeah. Like, you can't be Pac. You not Pac, nigga.
That's hell, man.
Word.
Yeah, that nigga's an asshole. But I was reading his book, his new book. I read a little bit of it.
50?
Yeah, I haven't finished reading it, but I like Ross's book that I forgot the name of the shit. Not the Hurricanes one, the second one.
I had to
Good
check
Day
it
to
out.
Boss Up. Good Day to Boss Up. That was a really good book. I'm trying to get more back on my audiobook game.
I had to check that out. I haven't heard about that. But yeah, that whole shit, that whole 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef was so crazy. Because Ja wasn't really even.
He was a
He wasn't really.
war.
He wasn't really trying to entertain that shit, to be honest with you.
He was just a casualty in war.
He
bro.
was.
He was a casualty, bro. His whole career was a casualty. That's crazy, bro. How your whole career is a casualty because you
Constantly taking shots. But he was still putting out some dope ass records, though.
He was, and Ja Impact is still here because, you know what I'm saying, the whole singing, rapping, he was one of the pioneers.
Yeah, he's one of the pioneers.
Of that. And then 50 Cent started doing the same shit. So, yeah, man.
That nigga 50 as hell, though. But I would love to see 50 mend a lot of relationships, but that shit just...
Nah, that's
his makeup is just different. He's not doing that.
Happen.
It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. And then shout out to Irv, because Irv just got a huge deal for like $250 million.
Oh, word. For
yeah. So basically, he sold 50% of his masters.
Mm-hmm.
That part of it was worth like $100. Then they gave him another $200. So the total, I think, is $300. Then they gave him like another $200 to like produce movies and do other type shit. It's what this group called Icon something. And they basically purchased 50% of his masters for $100M, and then they gave him like $200M to produce, because he's into producing movies and shit, TV shows and all this other shit that he got going on. So salute to him. And Irv is up there, man. I didn't know he was that old. Irv 52.
Damn.
Irv is 52, bro.
Damn, that nigga is up there.
Yeah,
I didn't know Irv been that old.
I did not know Irv was that old neither. He's born 1970, so he was like 30s when. And you know, I didn't know he produced a lot of records. He produced "Can I Live?"
Oh, damn. Okay.
But he said a lot of people's not gonna give him his produce credit because it's usually with him and somebody else.
Yeah.
He did "Can I Get Her?"
Oh, okay.
He did that. He did. Let me see. Because he was talking about that. I was like, damn, Irv produced some shit, bro. I did not know Irv Gotti produced that shit, bro. Yeah, he did Can I Live? Let me see. What else he did? He did Can I Live? Can I Get a Hot Spot by Foxy Brown? What's My Name? DMX. Him and DMX was real close.
Yeah.
Holla Holla by Ja Rule. Come Back in One Piece with Aaliyah DMX, Between Me and You. Okay. I knew he did that one.
Okay.
What's Love? I'm Real, Murder Remix with Jennifer Lopez and Ja. I Cry, Ja Rule, Always on Time. Foolish, Happy.
Yeah, he caking. He definitely caking.
Break Up the Makeup. Wonderful with Ashanti and R. Kelly.
Yeah, he caking.
Yeah, he did a lot of shit, bro. I did not know he did Can I Live, though.
That shit was crazy when they brought up the Ashanti question, though.
Man, listen, he said them boys, they made happy after they just had, got down with the get down.
God damn.
Word. That nigga Irv is a trip, though, but he was dead ass serious in that interview when speaking on that Ashanti shit. I didn't know that shit ran that deep, because remember, we talked about it during the week, and I was like, bro, I didn't know they was fucking around on that level, bro.
Yeah, bro. I remember they always used to say that. But shit, man, my dog came through, hit her with the country grammar, man. It's a wrap.
Shit crazy. And then recently she was just at a Nelly show. He brought her out at a Nelly show. I mean, Nelly brought her out. But, I mean, yeah, that shit ran deep, though. You got to watch it. That shit ran deep. And he's like, he wasn't even really tripping off that as a fact that when he had that case going on, like, she just booked. Yeah. And he said that shit cut him deep because he said, this nigga Irv, nigga said, I never really had a conversation with a woman after sex. Him and Ashanti had a certain type of connection that was just on a different level.
But you wouldn't have that connection with your wife, though?
He said that was, and that's another thing he addressed. He said that wasn't the one that did it. He said that it was other women that I was dealing with. Like, that was the one that did my marriage in.
But still, it's like, dog, you're fucking married.
Bruh, I did not.
And you are getting emotionally attached to another woman while you are married.
Gotta tread that line between business and relationships,
yes,
bruh.
you are, nigga, obliterated the line.
Business, man. I did not know that they was fucking around, bro. That shit was such a shocker. I did not know that, bro.
You can't mix business with pleasure in that industry and expect for that shit to just, like, stay together. If somebody's fucking married or in a relationship, like, bruh, the worlds are gonna collide one day or the other, bruh, and that shit gonna blow up. And I'm pretty sure there was a time in Irv Gotti's life to where that shit blew up in his household. Maybe he didn't give a fuck, But
he probably didn't. The way he was talking, it really didn't seem like he didn't give a fuck. Cause Ja Rule was even talking about, it's like, he kind of caught in the crosshairs because he cool with both parties.
Yeah.
Ashanti loves Ja,
mm-hmm.
and he real cool with Irv. So it's kind of like, Then when Irv was telling the story about how BT wanted to do a reunion type shit, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not doing that shit." And he was like, "Okay, all right." Like, I was still cool. He's like everybody outside looking at this beautiful woman. Like, I know this person.
Yeah.
Like, I know this person, and I'm cool with our different mindsets not being on the same page now. I'm cool with that. But I know who this person is. And, we talked about that shit before. Like, everything that glitter ain't really gold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's two sides. I would love to see her come on Drink Champs and tell her side, though.
She ain't going to do that. She's not going to do that. Because I feel like when people do that, it opens a Pandora's box.
Well, it definitely was a Pandora's box for me because I did not know that they was fucking with each other like that.
Yeah, I remember I used to always hear that, bro. I used to always hear about that. That was like the thing. But shit, I mean, I didn't know it was that deep.
It's deep.
I didn't know it was
that
deep.
It's deep, bro.
But Irv tripping though. Irv tripping though.
I would have left it alone, honestly. Even if she was a come up, I would have been like, "Yo, me and Ashanti had a dope relationship. Things didn't work out how it was supposed to be. It is what it is."
Yeah, he tripping though.
She on this side, I'm on this side, and I'll leave it at that. And if she's ever open to a reunion, I'm with it, and we can keep it like that. But what's done is done in the past, and we can keep that there. He was going in depth about all the situation. I think it's because he was drinking, he was smoking too, but I could tell that
he felt that way, man. He really felt that on his heart, man.
I don't think he was lying about none of that shit neither, to be honest with you.
He probably wasn't.
Because he even reiterated too. He was like, people know me to be, if anything, I'm not a liar. And Ja wasn't really correcting him on nothing. And some of that shit was new to him. He even showed him the watch. The watch that he was wearing was a gift from her.
Oh, damn.
And it had some lettering in it, basically saying, and it put the camera up on it, and it basically like, "Love Ashanti." Da, da, da.
Oh, shit.
Like, you've impacted so many lives and da-da-da-da type shit. Yup, that was a message on the inside of the watch, bro.
Sheesh. God damn. I didn't know. Yeah, that was deep. Yeah, that's deeper, man. It's deeper than we think.
100% facts, bro. That nigga Irv was heavily invested, but I think he could have been potentially in the talks with the Birdmans and the Diddy's, and if they would have kept a certain run, man.
Yeah, but it's
their roster wasn't really heavy.
Saying the roster wasn't strong, man. They added Lloyd, but I feel like that Lloyd came a little too late. Lloyd came a little too late. If they would have had Lloyd back when the run was still moving, then they would have had somebody to kind of keep the shit going for a little longer. Cause shit, you even had niggas like fucking DTP had a run. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, I remember they had like two compilation albums and Ludacris, and then there was Shauna. And then there was fucking I-20, the Duffel Bag Boys. So it was like, shit be crazy, man. Like how to like, especially back then, how the runs used to work, bruh. Like nowadays, it's mostly just QC. That's probably the biggest. That's probably the longest run I've seen so far right now.
Gotti next. Currently.
Yeah, Gotti's next.
Because he definitely doing this thing with his roster.
Yeah, I think TDE starting to go down. I think they starting to.
Man, listen, man, that shit there is cooked.
Yeah, that shit might be a little.
That shit cooked.
Time. I mean, they had a good run. They had a decade. They had a decade-long run, but I think this shit's starting to fizzle out too. But man, I was watching this podcast called In Departments with Parlay from Franchise Boys, and he had T.I. on there, and that was a really good show, bro. They talked about a lot of his early childhood, and they talked about a lot about how when he was coming up in that '90s Atlanta whole era and scene.
Who, T.I.?
Yeah, T.I. It shit was really dope. He was talking about like how he caught his one of his first charges. He had to finish in night school. Well, no, matter of fact, he didn't even finish night school. He had to finish getting his GED. And when he went to jail around like 2003, 2004, they talked about how like when he was like moving basically like an independent artist. When I'm Serious came out and it didn't do so well, he was talking about one of his main markets when he first was coming out was Charleston, South Carolina. He said he always used to come here and do shows, and I remember that too because I remember he actually was supposed to come to the North Charleston Coliseum one time, but that shit got canceled. Me and my homeboy had tickets to that shit. My mom, no matter for his mom, ended up buying us tickets to go to that shit, but it ended up getting canceled. So shout out to T.I., man, for coming through because I remember back in the day, a lot of rappers and shit used to come through here, used to do autograph signings. They had what's that shit, Drew Teen Zone or some shit like that?
Yeah.
And a lot of, like, I remember, bro, it was a time period where a lot of rappers used to come through Charleston, bro, for whether it be for promotional runs, club bookings, whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to bring that up. And that was a good interview, too. But, yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, got to talk about this because this shit is definitely not over yet, but I know it's going to drag out. Deshaun Watson got handed down a 6-game suspension, but the league appealed that shit. And Roger Goodell is seeking a year suspension. So I'm not in disagreement with that. I feel like it should be a year. I was shocked when he got 6.
Yeah, me too.
Because, the woman, because basically the NFL and the NFLPA came to an agreement on they was going to hire somebody. And she's not a current judge. She's a former judge. They just, brought her in based off her experience and all that. So she went over the guidelines and basically came to a final decision that based off the guidelines, this is what his actions warranted. Because they say he didn't hurt nobody. It was, if anything, it was just very inappropriate behavior and shit like that. But honestly, bruh, I see a lot of people trying to make the comparison between him and Calvin Ridley in terms of suspension. Yes, morally it looks bad, but this man was betting on games. If anything, I'm surprised he even got a year. I thought the motherfucker was going to get banned because you can't bet on a sport that you play for, bro. Like, you can bet basketball, you can bet baseball, but you cannot bet on a sport that you play. But with this whole Deshaun Watson shit, I see it getting kind of nasty because NFLPA talking about how they going to sue the NFL, and it's like, my nigga, everybody talking about Ben Roethlisberger, Ezekiel. Everything is case by case. That's why, based on the NFL policy, right, make it simple. You don't have to be convicted of anything to get suspended. They don't have like 3 games is because it is, 6 games is because it is, 10 games is because it is. So it's basically just up to however they feel.
Yeah.
So when they came to agreement to bring somebody in, and the first time that they did it, the NFL is not appealing it. People all of a sudden have a gripe with that, and it's like, bro, just because we came to an agreement on some shit, let's say, for example, me and you bring in like a mediator or something, right? And it rules in my favor. You have every right to then appeal that shit, regardless if we agreed to bring this person in or not.
Yeah.
But like, nah, dog, like this shit, and that's basically what the NFL doing. So people looking at it as like, oh, they trying to clean up they shit, and it's like, nah, that's actually fair because to me, 6 games ain't really shit for what Deshaun Watson did.
For that whole crime, whatever the case may be, 6
and
games
let me be clear,
light.
I'm not saying Deshaun Watson is anything like a Darren Sharper or a Bill Cosby. He wasn't drugging women. He wasn't doing anything, but he still was being very inappropriate.
It was deviant behavior.
It was very deviant behavior, bro. Like, you made women feel uncomfortable. You was, I ain't gotta say it, pulling your thing out. You was getting in certain poses, like force, like kind of putting your shit on them, like on their thigh and shit like that. Like, bro, you being
some
inappropriate.
Creep shit,
he basically was on some creep shit.
Yeah, some creep shit.
And the 24 cases and 25, whatever the case. For me, all it takes is one. I don't give a damn how much it was. Even if other women was just trying to get on the money train with it, I'm not here to debate that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he was doing some inappropriate. To be honest, he fucked up fighting the shit in civil court, because that's when all the real details really came out. Because when he beat the criminal charges, I'm like, okay, well, shit.
He should have just left it at that.
He wanted to fight it.
Yeah.
But even before the criminal charges came out, he already had put it out there that some of those acts was consensual, which I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, I that's not hard for me to believe. But some of them, they weren't, my nigga. And some of them, you felt like because you was a superstar, you was an NFL player, that you could have did certain things. And like, no, bro, you can't do that. And I see a lot of people talking about, like, well, why these women chose to stay, why they didn't leave. Bro, me personally, haven't experienced that with a woman that I've been with before, bro. Like, that's a real thing.
Yeah, that happens.
Like, when they are getting assaulted, bro, like, they be such in a state of shock, they don't know what's going on. Like, they really do, like, scared. They're frozen up. Then they can be intimidated by the person's stature, their notoriety. like who they are to the community and shit. Like
their
that's
position.
their position. That's a real thing. It's not for me to understand it. That's just what it is. So when I hear people talk about how, oh well, you know, why these women say them, they didn't leave it. No, that's not for me. If they really felt like they was scared or they was just so shocked and they didn't know what he would do if they was to make any like that's not for me to put myself in that mind state. Yeah. That's not me putting on a cape. That's not me pandering. That's just a real thing. Like that's just what like I've had that told to me. So I can't. And this is on a low level. You know what I'm saying? This is not on dealing with an athlete or dealing with an entertainer or a rapper. This is on a low level. Yeah. So it's not for me to understand. Now, also, it's like, bro, what do you expect the NFL to do in that situation? You honestly think they was gonna sit back and just allow a 6-game suspension handed down for that?
Nah, they know. Do you know they was getting pressured by somebody saying, "Hey, that's too light." You know, somebody was pressuring them and telling them.
So now. And then also when it goes to court, to me, that just gives Roger Goodell all the ammo that he needs because he violated 3 things within the policy. So that gives him anything that he needs to hand down a suspension that he wants. That's the thing. It's not a 3-game, 6-game, 10-game stipulation. Now, if they had a 3-game stipulation, a 6-game, a 10-game, then you got to go by that. Yeah. They don't have that. It could be up to their discretion.
True.
So I feel like Dog kind of killed himself when he chose to fight that shit in civil court. But he really believes he did nothing wrong. That's what makes him more sick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That makes him even more of a weirdo because it's like, okay, bro, like you already beat the criminal charges because that shit. Honestly, I didn't think he was gonna get no criminal charges because it's more so he say she say type situation. But you still had 25 allegations, my nigga.
Yeah, you should.
It's and when it's smoke is fire. Like even with the Bill Cosby shit, right? And this would make the shit so funny because people was even talking about how after the fact, because we all know Bill Cosby went to jail for a 2004 incident with this one woman. Yeah. That we had all the 60-something women come out after. He was never charged for any of them 66-something women.
Yeah, it was.
He was never. It just added fuel to the fire on top of what he was dealing with.
Yeah, because he was only technically charged with like I think it was only like what 3 or 4. It wasn't all 64.
No, it was just he went to jail for 1.
Oh, went to jail for 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went to jail for 2. Something that happened in 2004. But it's like, man, when I look at this Deshaun Watson shit, I'm like, y'all niggas really think? Because to me, honestly, if they waited it out longer, it'd be worse in my opinion. Because what if they hit in they stride and then like, okay, 2024, 2023 rolls around, you got to get a year suspension.
Yeah, you might as well get it out the way now, even though.
But they trying to fight it because he didn't play last year. Yeah. But you still got paid last year though. You was on the exempt list. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But they saying it's getting to a point now he might play week 1, and we played them week 1. So I don't know.
Man, speaking of Panthers game, man, my old man. He said that the Panthers are going to be playing the Falcons on the 9th because he's from Atlanta. So I might take that trip down there, man, to go catch that game out.
It's a good experience.
Yeah, I've never been to a Panthers game.
The Falcons got suck. Money out of me this year. The Falcons suck. I'll be at the game this year.
But with Deshaun Watson, if he can play week 1, like nigga, you gonna have to ball the fuck out. Like nigga, you gonna have to like really show and prove why you're worth this money in Cleveland, especially with all this shit. You're going to have to be like, you have to have like God level like performances, bro. Because if you stink up the field, my nigga,
he's not going, yeah. If he do though, yeah. But I don't think he'll stink up the field. But it's just like, what did y'all think was really going to happen, bro? Like let's be real here. You don't think that the NFL is just going to sit back and let that man get a 6-game suspension? Not after what came out of civil court with these cases.
No, it's too much, bro. 24 accusations, bro.
And then some of them was like, it was just, they even had the one when the nigga got in the happy baby pose. Who does that for a massage, bro?
That's sick, yo. That's
like,
sick.
Who does that, bro?
That's sick.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's sick. That's nasty.
Like,
nigga, year-long suspension, bro. You need a year-long suspension. Then you need some
like certain shit. You got to be made an example, bro.
Yeah, that's.
But he truly believes he did nothing wrong. That's what make it worse.
Yeah, you gotta get that boy a year.
Yeah, like he really trying to proclaim and make it dress it up like I didn't do nothing wrong. Everything was all consensual. I'm like, bro, I'm not rolling with that shit.
Yeah, that's nasty. Man. You got on all fours, fam, for a massage. What hell no. First of all, what type of man get on all fours, bruh?
Y'all, the happy baby pose is when you on your back.
Oh, you on your back? Oh,
And you know when you changing the baby diaper
yeah,
in that pose, he was in that pose basically.
Okay, I'm thinking. I don't know what the fuck. I thought that was.
Yeah.
That's even sicker, nigga. Because
Yes.
like you got your legs kicked up. Like what the fuck?
For a massage.
For a massage, that's nasty.
Shit, wow, bro. But they saying he might end up playing a whole year because this shit gonna drag out. But I don't know, man. This whole Deshaun Watson shit, I just see a lot of conversations around it, and it's just like y'all really need to look up what's really going on. Cause the ruling wasn't even done in court. They came to an agreement. They hired somebody based off of what they have in their CBA to basically review the shit and then hand down a suspension based off of, the person that they chose.
Yeah.
And then when they didn't like it, they chose appeal. And now everybody want to be mad. It's like, just because we agree to hire somebody, look at some shit, don't mean I got to agree with it.
Yeah. But I think ultimately, I think Bruh's going to serve the year-long suspension.
100%. You think he going to do a year or this shit just going to...
I think Bruh going to do the year.
I don't know.
I think it's going to start off with holding on to the 6, but they're going to have to do something because the NFL already has looked bad. I mean, because what they gave Ray Rice, 2 games or 5 games?
Initially, until the tape came out.
Until all that shit came out.
It was 2 games.
Right.
And I remember because I was coming back from Tampa that Monday. And that Monday, that tape dropped. This was 2014. And when the tape dropped, suspended indefinitely.
Yeah, that nigga had to go.
And it looked bad because he only had got 2 games.
Yeah.
But there was really no evidence.
Yeah.
But when that tape dropped, Ray Rice hasn't played since.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to happen between here and then, so you never know what could possibly come out.
I think the NFL has just fumbled a lot of shit, so they want to get this one right.
6, I mean, granted, they say 6 games now. That's just because that gives them more of a window just to see how this shit plays out.
What was surprising to me, he said, based off, how she ruled it, when she reviewed it, it was only warranted 6 games for her. That's what made it shocking to me. I'm like, you felt like this only warranted 6?
So why we even
At the minimum, I felt 10, but I felt like it should have been a year.
It's all right. I don't want to say like this is in a serious manner because I mean like you said, it was nothing that was really like it wasn't rape or no crazy shit like that. No. You know what I mean?
But it was still very creeping, weirdo behavior.
Yeah, still, definitely weirdos deserve some kind of punishment. You know what I'm saying? For him, he might need some rehab or something.
That's what I'm thinking, bro.
Like that nigga might need like some type of therapy or some shit like that.
It can't just be like a 6 games. It need to be some like he needs some help. Like nigga, what the fuck do you have going on? Dog?
Yeah.
Like seriously, what's going on here?
Because even the mentality, let's even separate those acts. When the New York Times dropped the article about him having 60-something massage therapists in a year span, that's not normal.
Yeah.
Niggas can say whatever the fuck they want to say. That's not normal, bruh.
It's not.
You should even want that many different people touching your fucking body like that.
Yeah.
Then you getting massage therapists through Instagram. Like he was moving real sloppy. You was seeking out certain behaviors. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
dog
that's
is
like predator status.
Bro.
That's like predator status,
on.
bro. It's like predator status.
Like, no, dog, that's not how that shit goes. Shannon Sharp said he's had the same massage therapist since '99.
Right.
Now, you have different ones throughout your lifetime? Yeah. But we talking about 60-something, bro. 60-something in a year?
Yeah, you got a problem.
You got a problem, bro.
Problem.
That's something like Drew said. That's something that dog needs to go see therapy or he needs something done.
He needs something.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't right.
No, it's not. When I saw the 6-game suspension handed down, I'm like, all right, bro. Like, all right. This shit ain't about to end, though. If y'all think he's just going to get a 6 and that was going to be it, no, they going to fight this shit. Mm-hmm. And the NFLPA can sue them all. I don't think the NFL care about getting sued. I don't think they care about that.
Nah.
They going to fight that shit. They can sue all they want because it's not gonna look like, how can you even, because this is something we've never seen before with a player. This is new.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this type of behavior with these many women coming forward.
Mm-hmm.
25? He already done sold 24 out of 25, so he got one more to go. But my whole thing is, my nigga, you did yourself a disservice by taking it to civil court because this when all the details came out.
Yeah, that made it bad on
Everything
him.
had to come out when you go to civil court.
Mm-hmm.
You should have just went ahead and settled the shit. Now, a lot of people feel like when you settle it, you basically proving that you're guilty. And a lot of times that don't be the case. A lot of people just want to wipe their hands clean with it.
Yeah.
But if these were going to be the details that came out and you know you did this shit, my nigga, you should have just went ahead and just sever ties with that shit.
Settled out of court, man. Just undisclosed settlement. You don't even got to describe the details
That's what
of
I'm saying.
everything. So you.
But when you go to civil court,
everything comes out.
Everything comes out. It just looks real bad on his part, bro. And the man's a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, niggas,
that's just weird.
I was just a fucking weirdo, man. Nothing against his football talent, but he really do got a problem, bro. And nigga need to go seek some therapy, wherever the case may be, man. But
some niggas from Anderson, bro.
He's from Anderson?
Nah, the nigga went to Clemson, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
No, he from Georgia.
He went to Clemson, right? All right.
Nigga said them few years at Clemson.
All right. That's behavior of them boy. But all right.
Oh, them boy.
Damn, Clemson catching strays, man. Damn, boy.
Be bored out there in that country, boy.
I shout out to Jordan. Jordan said, I wouldn't trust a nigga with Deshaun Watson's hairline anyway. I said, nigga, that shit been like that since 2014.
Word.
That nigga shit been like that since he been 18, bro.
Jordan funny as fuck, bro.
That nigga, that's a funny nigga. That nigga shit been like that since 18 for real, though.
That shit ain't,
That
nigga never had a chance.
Never had a chance. That nigga shit been like that since out the womb. Facts.
Hey, man, you gotta know when to hang it up, man. You gotta know when to hold it and when to fold it. You gotta know when to find you a style that doesn't display all of your your hair flaws. Like then people just need it. Like, bro, get the baldy, bro. Get the baldy, get the beard, and then keep it moving, bro. Cause
he got a weirdo cut because he's a weirdo ass nigga. Dog.
That's what I'm charging it to, bro. He got a weirdo cut because he's a fucking weirdo ass nigga, bro.
Facts. It's crazy, man. So much talent, bro. This shit just sucks. Like, niggas just really don't be what they think. Like, that's how you know.
You don't
TV
be knowing
cat,
these
bro.
niggas,
You
man.
don't know these niggas, bro.
I know these niggas, bro. You gotta just appreciate the sport that they play, and that's it.
And stop having these ties to this shit, bro.
Like, this is the Ant Edwards tweet the other day.
that was
NBA
was
Central,
weird.
y'all some weirdo ass niggas
That
too.
was weird.
Talking about and with the eye emoji, and he says, "Oh yeah, he on one. Oh yeah, he about to turn up." And I always tell y'all niggas, these niggas be in love with these players. They don't love basketball. They be in love with these players. Like Mark, you saw that? Like, dog, these niggas is turned on because the nigga got a low
Fucking
cut now.
haircut now, bro.
Like, what we doing? If you like these niggas, just say that, bro. Because honestly, the way y'all talk about basketball, that's what I think it be.
Yeah,
Like, oh yeah, you got a personal attachment to these niggas. This ain't no basketball shit. This be personal attachment to these players. So when I seen the tweet, I'm like, oh, I see where this shit is trending now. And this shit been trending this way. But it's even when they did it with Kelly Oubre. They say certain shit when they post Kelly Oubre. And I be seeing the quotes and these niggas be like, like, yeah, this sick. I'm telling you, bro, they don't love basketball. They love these players, bro. They love these players.
Hey, boy, that's sick.
Be some sick shit, bro.
Yeah, if you like the nigga, just say that.
Say that, man. This shit don't be basketball related. It don't be basketball related shit. What does Ant Edwards getting a haircut have to do with any of this shit, bro?
Niggas talk about, ooh, he ready.
Ooh, he ready.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, huh? What we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Hey, boy, niggas hell nah.
I'm ready for basketball season. Speaking of basketball, though, I was out there getting some shots up yesterday and shit at close to my court. Because my mom stay in Lincolnville. That's why I be over there and shit like that. And I was just thinking about, because, you know, niggas be doing a lot of talking and shit like that. I remember this is me and Mo was working at Amazon. This is Valentine's. I remember it like it was yesterday. This is Valentine's Day 2011 to 12. Mo will correct me next week if I got the years wrong. And our homeboy at the time. This nigga was talking cash money shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking markets. I'm talking cash money shit. We in the break room just got off because we work from 6:30 to 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
We in the break room now. This nigga going in. Cash money shit now.
Yeah.
Cash money. Nigga had money in his hand. Talking cash money. Nigga throwing money on the table. Talking crazy. Because we would go to the Air Force Base and work out in the mornings after work. So I told him, my boy Tavis, shout out to Tavis. I said, Tavis, I said, dog, if we go here, keep the same energy now.
Yeah.
Keep the same nigga laughing and tripping doing the whole 9.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. Get to the Air Force Base. Nigga lose. Now, during the duration of the game, it goes from he has his shirt on, he takes his shirt off.
Yeah.
During the game.
He's serious.
Yeah, he's serious. This might have been around the time we playing to 11, so I might have been up like 6'3", 6'4", whatever the case may be. Nigga take his shirt off. I'm like, oh, this nigga turn up. He still lose. Don't make it worse. We get to work the next day.
Hold on. What was the final score?
I won like 11-7 or 8 or something like
God.
that.
If you playing 1-on-1 and if you beat a nigga between 4 points and like that 9 point, then like that's kind of technically low key kind of a drag.
No, I didn't drag him because I give Tavis a credit. It was just I really had a good game that game.
Okay, then your jumper was on.
He's not a bad basketball player at all.
Okay.
But he was talking cash money shit like I was sorry.
Yeah.
So we come back. This other nigga, you talking about get jokes off? This nigga get jokes off. Nigga running the tape. And I hear this nigga from the other side. It's like, man, them boys say he make you take your shirt off. Nigga tripping now. Shit worse. But I'm just saying, like, niggas really do a lot of talking until you get out on the court. And I never dress it up like I'm this super nice nigga, but I'm nice. So when we get out on the court, and this nigga, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I see it now.
Did you peep it like, all right, I'm a get dog. Like,
no, I went into it like I wanted to drag him.
Okay.
I went into it like I wanted to beat him like 11-2.
Okay.
That's how I went into mentality. Was like I wanted to drag it because he was putting on a show in the break room.
Yeah.
He really was putting on a show in the break room.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay. And I was not talking at all. I'm like, okay. I said, Tavis, we get out to this court.
Yeah.
You got to keep the same energy, bro.
That man took his shirt off, man.
Middle of the game. Nigga was getting up on me, pressing me, everything. Like, defense was getting tighter and everything. Yeah. Defense was getting real tight. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, boy. Hey, that's how it should be.
My boy Mari, he texted me. Matter of fact, he texted me another because he was down in Miami for his graduation. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to him, by the way, too. And nigga texted like, man, I'm going to get you on your best day. I said, listen, whenever you want to do it, just let me know. Okay. Until then, it's just wolf tickets because I don't want to hear it.
Okay. My boy Mike say he in his bag right now.
I know because I don't be wanting to hear that shit. And like I said, I'm not sitting up going to something. I'm going to drag niggas and da-da-da. No, but like, you're not just about to just waltz all over me, bro. Like, no, it's not. It's not happening. Like, I really do got a nice jumper. I got a little bit and I don't need super crazy handles to get to my spot and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get some space. You gotta get separation.
I can create space, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can create space, bro. Like, so it's not nothing for me to go out there and really do my thing. But always when I came up, I took pride in having a nice jump shot. Mm-hmm. I wasn't the type to really just go out there and just throw some shit up or, be on some, some niggas in the league got an unorthodox shot. Yeah. I didn't want to have an unorthodox shot. I never wanted to have an unorthodox shot. Yeah, you got. I really was a nigga looking at Jordan when I was a kid.
You got the straight line jumper. Yeah, you got
straight
the straight
line jumper.
Yeah,
like
jumper.
When I go up and I shoot, it's all in one motion. It looks nice and shit.
Okay, Mike in his bag.
That's all I'm saying,
Mike say
bro.
He taking on all comers. Any nigga who talking crazy, Mike said.
And there's some niggas I charge you to the game. Like, no, I can't fuck with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like that nigga's on a different level. But like, bro, like if we was to ever get a 3-on-3 type shit, like I'm coming on screens. I could come down, get my shit on the block, create a little space, hit my shit. If I'm getting open, I'm getting up a shot. Okay. And it just boils down to if I'm on or not. But like, yeah, like because that'd be my thing. I just be wanting to see niggas shoot the basketball first. Let me see you shoot the basketball and make a left-hand layup. Let me see that. Let me just see that. But I know certain niggas is not gonna shoot the basketball in a nice way. 9 times out of 10, niggas got a crazy ass shot. The form just be crazy, bruh. A nigga form. You see a nigga shoot the basketball, you gonna know what time it is. Like, boy, what kind of shot is that?
I got him.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy day for defense right here. I don't got to do shit. Nigga, just go like, nigga, run back on defense. Nigga,
you the type of nigga, he be behind the 3-point line, but like, man, I'll let you shoot that, man. You shoot.
And that's disrespectful, bro. If you going down and you coming down and niggas just looking, man, shit, I'm gonna just let that nigga. What the fuck? And if you shoot, you brick that shit.
That's how Giannis was, but look at
Feelings
this nigga
hurt.
now.
That shot got better though.
Yeah, it did.
But all the shit is recreational talk anyway.
Facts.
So I mean, I ain't trying to make the league or nothing. Like I did say on my post, he had a little 10-day contract. I always say that shit. I'm talking shit. You see what I'm saying? But if I was to get a 10-day, that's all I need. I'm gonna hang my shit up after that.
You just gonna sit in the corner and
What?
shoot this. Hey, shit, man, they giving PJ
Nah,
Tucker.
I
They
bring
giving
my
PJ
shit.
Tucker $30 million to sit in the corner and shoot threes.
Bro,
so.
listen, I'll bring the shit up. I'll bring the shit up court. Come down a little bit, do a little,
No, you're not bringing the shit up court, bro. You're not bringing the shit up court.
I'm not bringing that in context. We put in context.
Okay.
When I bring the shit up court, I'm not like literally breaking nobody down,
Yeah.
ISOing, doing no crazy.
Oh, you
shit
you straight back to the back. You straight back.
like
to
if I'm bringing it up, I bring it up, set up some shit, then I'll come off,
Okay.
boom, shoot some shit.
I'm gonna be honest, Mike. I don't even think in the NBA, if you playing against some NBA niggas, Mike.
I'm not getting off in the NBA game.
That's what I'm saying. You got to sit in the corner and shoot threes. If you sit in the
That's what I'm
corner and
saying.
shoot threes, shit, you get off. You could probably get a cool 15 points.
I probably wouldn't even get that much.
Because, bro, they're gonna be disrespecting. Because any nigga who coming off the street doing that shit, they're gonna automatically disrespect.
I might get 6.
You might. So you think they're gonna give you only 2 and that's it?
Maybe. That's it.
But I think a lot of them boy, man, you could probably get 3. You could probably get 3. Because they're going to be like, all right, 3 times, my nigga. All right, now I'm about to put the clamps on you. So you damn near could score almost 10 points.
I don't know. It just depends.
And then, you fake a nigga, you try to get to the line or something, they probably either they're going to swing your shit or you get fouled. You might get 10 points.
Yeah.
Put me in the Drew League, I might get 10 points.
Shit, in the Drew League, you might get 20.
Nah, I don't think I'm going to get 20 in the Drew League.
Just play in your boy league.
It be some niggas in that Drew League.
Ain't your boy got a little league in his house or some shit?
Who?
Drake.
I would play in that shit. I'll bust his ass.
Ain't it? I'll get the fucking ACL repaired for that nigga. No cap, boy. I got that nigga, bro. I'm clamps, bro.
You clamping Drake up, bro?
Bro, please try to lay up. Please try to lay
This
up.
nigga
bro.
hate Drake, bro.
Word, bro. I would give this nigga first thing foul. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
You got to get the establishment file first.
Yeah, man. Gotta let that nigga know. It ain't happening in this hole, bro.
This nigga
not.
crazy.
Mm-mm.
But speaking of basketball, I just went to the I guess they got the little alumni games and shit over there. It was on the Fate. I saw a couple of games out there. That's some good players. Shout out to James Allen. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, I don't know who the fuck they was playing. They cut these niggas' ass by like 49 points, bro. Like everybody on that team, because I know a couple of them boy on that team. All them boy play college basketball. Like, bro, they were like. They must have hit like 23s.
Yeah, I stopped going to them alumni games.
And then shout out to Fort. They won. They beat Somerville.
Okay.
I think
This was basketball or football?
it was basketball.
Cause they had an alumni flag football game this past weekend also.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
But
Niggas calling me, hey yeah. Nah, nigga, get off my fucking nope. Don't give me no ideas, nigga. Nope.
not go out there.
I'm not going out there, bro. I'm fucked up. I'm on vacation, like I said. Hey, but your boy announced that Carter 6 on the way.
Oh, for real?
Did Wayne?
I didn't even know
A few minutes ago. Yeah.
Okay.
We interested to see that.
Yeah, Carter 6 on the way.
Drew, you give me PJ Tucker vibes when you play basketball.
What the fuck that mean?
That man say
Like you really gonna put a lot of effort on defense.
Oh yeah, 100%. Clamps, bruh. Clamps.
What you doing on the offensive end?
Rebound.
I got passes. I get busy, bruh. Like I can drive real good. My jumpers, it depends now. If a nigga talking shit, I'm gonna get busy now, bruh. Like mentally, I'm taking the shirt off, and like that's where I'm at.
That's what I'm saying. Like I really just be
I don't
chilling, bro.
gotta take the shirt off to really like tap in. But like, I remember me and Tune at Beast Ferry, Beast Landing. Yeah, it's called Beast Landing. We used to go out there and hoop all the time. But it was
seen Tune hoop. I've seen Tune hoop.
man. But fucking it's like
Tune got a nice shot.
yeah. My dog, he
Left-handed.
out there. Yeah.
Bro, if I would have really, I really didn't get to play sports like that when I was younger due to, like, the religious shit and all that other shit. But, bro, if I really would have dedicated time, I got the support of my family and play basketball, I really felt like I could have been in the league.
Hey,
If I would have dedicated time, like, real shit, I really felt like I could have.
But that's knowing.
But
Yeah.
The way your
Woulda,
game,
coulda, shoulda.
if you were, you would have had to get your point guard skills because you was going, or maybe you could have been on your Brad Beal shit. You probably would have been on your Brad Beal.
Bro,
shit.
listen, even the high school basketball coach at Stall, I remember you said the intramural basketball tournament. Basically when everybody in the school can just put a team together
and play.
right? So we had one game we lost because it's basically like the drum line. It was basically like the drum line playing.
Yeah.
Man, I might have had like 18 that game.
Okay.
And then the coach was like, man, you playing drumline, you should have came
Tried
playing
out,
on the
yeah,
basketball
yeah.
team, playing on the basketball team. But it just, I really wasn't getting the support like that to play. But if I really would have dedicated time, like, probably since like real young, because dog, I remember when I first started playing basketball, shout out to Northwoods. I used to play basketball at Northwoods summer camp. Niggas know I had a nickname. My nickname was Pee Wee. Niggas used to call because I was so small. I was smaller than everybody.
Yeah.
Used to always play. That's how I really got introduced to knockout.
Yeah, I remember knockout. Yeah.
This is like 98, 99 summer.
Yeah.
Carlos used to be out there, Dunlap.
Yeah.
He used to be out there playing basketball and shit. So we used to always, every morning, like mainly, that was most of our activities. If we wasn't outside, we was in the gym playing basketball, bro.
Yeah.
So we used to just always play basketball.
Man.
And I was just always notorious for having a nice shot. I got some driving ability, but I was always notorious for having a shot.
For me, when it came to basketball, bro, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I started playing basketball when I was like 3 years old, bro. Like my brother used to, cause you grow up in in our era, it's like your parents really don't like watch you like your older. If you got older siblings, they just watch you. So I'm 5 years younger than my brother, so this nigga just used to like watch me and just like take me everywhere. So I used to go to the park. So I used to play with like older kids. Like even like I was small, I would just like try to throw the ball up in the hoop and shit. But within doing that, playing with older kids, that like helped me because when I started playing rec ball, they placed me with the 5-year-olds and I was cutting the 5-year-olds' ass so crazy. So they moved me to the 6-year-olds. And then when I got moved to the 6-year-olds, then that's when I actually won like a little rec league championship. And it was me and shout out to Travis who went to Portugal. I think bro was on my team and we ended up winning that shit. And then but one thing about James Island is though on the rec leagues, you might have a couple niggas playing, but majority it's like mixed. It's like, a little bit white people, a little black people. Once I moved to Latson and went to Northwoods, I'm playing with nothing but straight niggas. So it's like it's a totally different thing. And then as I got older, I got introduced to playing in places like Stall. I mean, not Stall, but Starrett Hall. Starrett Hall was like
legendary.
That's
bro.
like legendary. That's like damn near like our version of Record Park, but just like more grimier because it's
Way
in the
more
inside and it's hot as hell. And it's like
floor dusty as fuck.
Floor dusty, you sliding, and there's niggas from around those areas and those hoods, and they got teams and they placing money on niggas and. It was just a crazy environment, bro. That was like one of the wildest environments I've ever seen as far as basketball is concerned. And I played in a lot of places, but nothing compares to like Stern Hall, bro. It was literally like
Now that shit just rebel.
Yeah, it was like a war zone, bro. It's like it's like when you went out there, bro, niggas was gonna be playing their hardest. Niggas was fouling hard. And this is North Charleston, so this is North Charleston niggas. So it's not like, no offense to, to niggas out the north, because there's some niggas out the north who could hoop, but it was a little bit more structured when you had kids from downtown who was playing. They were very structured. Then you had kids from, West Ashley. Those kids were structured. James Island, those kids were structured. North Charleston niggas was playing in low-top Air Force Ones. Them niggas had grills in their mouth. They used to have their hair peasy with a headband. And niggas out there playing defense and they shooting that shit. Them niggas playing super small ball. Like these niggas, center ain't nothing but 5'10". And these niggas out there shooting that shit. They that's one of the first games of like far as like the run and gun style. Like, cause there was no big men. So everybody would just basically running and shooting threes. And you had a couple niggas in there who had like real like skill. But the rest of those guys were just niggas who would just play hard, play defense, foul the shit out you. And then you had like niggas who would just shoot threes. Like back in this is like 2002, 2003. Niggas were shooting like 10 threes a game playing at Sturt Hall. You had some teams that was just running and gunning, bruh. But when you start playing against teams from like downtown and shit, them niggas, I ain't gonna lie, them niggas had structure. Them niggas was doing drills and shit. So a lot of the times when the North Charleston teams would play the teams from downtown, North Charleston niggas to get their head bust.
Bro, listen, this nigga I follow on the timeline. This nigga, I guess he played for a local team, right? He like, this is just all rec, but they have like a little league that they be running.
Yeah.
When I tell you this nigga is really like Steph Curry, bro, this nigga gets the ball and shoots. Gets the ball, shoot. This nigga be having like 30 points, 27 points, like 2 assists. Real shit. This nigga shot is wet. Like, this nigga come down the court. Like, he don't even really be coming down the court, like, because he's more like a shooting guard.
Yeah.
So, teammate come down the court, passing the ball. Wet. Shot just be automatic, bro. Shit crazy. If anything, I probably would have appreciated being a shooting guard more anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's your game type. You would have been a shooting guard. You would have been a 2, even though you were 6'1".
No, I'm about 6'3".
6'3". Okay, so you gonna be on your Bradley Beal.
I would have, if I would have been anything, I would have loved to have been a shooting guard.
Yeah, you would have been on your Bradley Beal.
A point guard, I'm cool.
Yeah,
let me get these shots.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just like bred scorers. Like, you look at a nigga like Lou Williams, like, nigga's not technically he's in a point guard body, but that nigga's a 2 guard. He's a natural 2. You're not gonna get the best out of him.
What you more comfortable playing?
I play either. It don't matter to me. I play point or 2. I mean, it don't matter. I could play either or. I've played off ball. I've played on ball.
Mm-hmm. Just put me in the game, coach.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll figure it. I'll make it happen whatever way. But also, one thing I am seeing, like, also with that alumni game, I'm seeing a lot of good players coming out of the city, pretty much from all over. It doesn't matter where you're from, North Charleston, downtown, Somerville, wherever the case may be. I'm seeing a lot of good players. I'm seeing Charleston, like, I'm glad we're embracing becoming a hoop city, because I feel like we've always been a basketball city. And now with, alumni games, and I'm seeing, kids who I was playing and on base with, and now these kids are going overseas, and now they coming back and they talking to other kids, and that's what we need. We need more of that basketball community, because I feel like that's it. Charleston is a hoop city, you know what I'm saying? It is a hooper city. So I mean, even though we got some programs that are football based, but I think majority we got basketball players that come out of here. So. Mm-hmm. I think we should, keep that going.
That'd be dope.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
You need to relax.
Nah, bro, I'm calm. Bro.
You need to relax. You need to go ahead and just chill out.
I was just about to say,
because we don't need no more ACL tears.
I was just about to say, there are a lot of good you out here who really out here doing their damn thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was gonna say. I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean?
And there's a couple. I know a couple of people, like, shout out my homeboy Ben. He works with a lot of, like, the young kids in the area. I'm playing AAU and stuff like that. So it's just good to see, like, as long as we just keep, like, good talent coming through, preserve, cultivating it, giving these kids the right, guidance, and teaching these kids the right way to play the game. Hopefully we can get some more NBA players in here. We can get some more, really, in general, just like the state of South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like South Carolina in general is a pretty big hoop state. And, some people might, sleep on it, whatever the case may be. But if you come down here, man, like, anywhere from Columbia to Florence, like Sumter, you can get some good runs in, man. There's some people out there that bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? So
niggas really be good out here.
Yeah, and there's some dogs.
That's the thing. Like, when I be seeing niggas talk crazy about NBA players, I be like, dog, y'all don't understand how good these motherfuckers are, bro. Like, you will be in for a long fucking. Y'all remember that video that went around last year? Brian Scalabrine dragging that dude.
Yeah, 1-on-1. Yeah, the gym. Yeah.
But niggas a trip because it's Brian Scalabrine, but he's an NBA player for a reason.
There's only 10,000 people that can say they have, like, played in the NBA.
10,000.
You have to be exceptional. You gotta be exceptional.
You gotta be exceptional.
The last man on the bench. Matter of fact, speaking of which, bro, the Celtics coach Udoka, he used to play for the Low Gators. That nigga
I didn't even know that.
That nigga came to the Air Force Base one time, bro. I swear to God, this nigga dropped like 72 points, bro. This nigga dropped like 72 points, bro.
God damn.
That nigga was like, bro, that nigga was cleaning house. But this man is the last man on the bench on the Spurs. He's playing D-League.
I'm telling people.
But this
how good
nigga
these
came
niggas
to the
is.
Air Force Base and literally dropped like 72 points in the game.
Facts.
On your favorite niggas. The
Facts.
niggas were looking up to. Getting
Man,
cooked.
I've seen
It's hard. Like shout out my boy John. My boy John used to play for Syracuse. Matter of fact, he the one who hit that buzzer beat on y'all 2017, Drew.
Fuck you,
In the
John.
dome. Well, yeah, he plays overseas. And then my boy Cam, he played overseas too. Matter of fact, he was the one I sent in the chat for the summer league for the Clippers.
Mhm.
And John was telling me about a time in a preseason game he dropped like 60 when he was in high school in a preseason game, and how like at each level people really underestimate how hard. And I watch John. Like John, the only thing that really holds back John to me is his height.
Yeah.
John probably might be like maybe 5'11", 6 foot, but John really is nice though. Like his skill wise, like what I like about his game the most, his finishes at the rim.
Yeah.
Like he really can finish in any type of way at the rim. But these niggas really be good. And look how they had to scratch and claw like for summer league opportunities and and you know, Cam, he just got a contract for a team overseas and shit like that. But, you know, of course if the Clippers would have called him, he would have, you know, took that. But it's like these niggas really be, you know, we be tripping in the group sometimes. I'll be like, man, I'll be everybody in here except John and Cam. I'm not fucking with them two niggas. But people really be underestimating how good these niggas be out here, bro. Like, these niggas really be nice.
And they be niggas.
And they be tripping, oh, that nigga on the Raptors trash. That nigga's not trash, bro.
Because that nigga go to any gym.
That nigga go to any gym and bust your ass.
And bust your ass, bro. For real, man. Because I was looking at, even with the Drew League shit where LeBron was there and the dude was playing him and the dude was guarding him. I think LeBron, how much LeBron had? He had like almost like 30 or 40, some shit like that. But Dog had like 21.
You talking about in the Drew League game?
Yeah, in
I
that
think
Drew
Bron
League.
had 40 something.
He had like 40, but they was going crazy on Dog who was guarding him because it was like, oh, LeBron had 40 on you. But it's like, bro, I still scored 21 points on LeBron James. Like,
Nigga, first of all, it's LeBron James.
word, like, what the fuck?
Nigga, if he scored 30 on me, to me, that's a win. I hold him to 30 because honestly, he could have got 70.
Yeah.
We
If
talking
you
about the
really
Drew
wanted
League,
to.
bro. Like, yeah, what is niggas talking about? But I think niggas really underestimate how good some of these niggas is. Like, I think they get so caught up in the flair and if they not really, what's the thing? Like the hezzy tween shit niggas be on.
The what?
Come on, filet.
Like basically just being crazy with the handles and shit.
Oh yeah.
They feel like if a nigga not really crazy with the handles, like he's not really effective, and that's not how basketball works,
Man,
bro.
Andre Miller was like the most effective player in the world. And that
But they
nigga
would
never
call him
used-
like a quote unquote grandpa type of player because he wasn't that fast. But Andre Miller was nice as fuck.
It was nice as fuck. People like Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson wasn't the fastest. He's one of the top 3
Paul Pierce.
in assists. Yeah, Paul Pierce. Yeah, people got to stop equating skill with athleticism.
Word.
You got to stop doing that because I know a lot of niggas who are unathletic who can still score the ball very well.
One of the best players is not even athletically gifted, Luka Doncic.
And I seen him.
And
in
they
person.
make him. They honestly have him. They ranked him the best point guard right now.
Yeah, if you wanted to play my point, bro, I seen Dog in person. That nigga is the truth. Like, that nigga footwork is amazing. Yes, that nigga creates space so easy. And he's like, him and Miles Bridges was the same height and the same size. But Luka's a point. Luka plays point. Yeah. I was like,
At 6'7", 6'8".
That nigga, I was like, bro, that nigga.
And he's not. He gets to the rim, but he gets to the rim off his size, and he's smart as a motherfucker too. Mm-hmm. Like Luka's not blowing by nobody like a Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook.
He's using his body. He's using his body. He's using his footwork. If he can get that one step past you, then you're on his back. And once you're on his back, you can't do nothing. So he's pretty much riding you to the back. He's pretty much you on his back while he going to the basket. So you're either gonna foul him and he's gonna get the N1, or he's just gonna score because you're on his back.
Facts.
And it's
you know,
it's
I meant to
crazy.
ask you how you feel about that Jerry West and JJ Redick shit.
Man, I mean, me personally,
I feel Jerry West on that shit.
I can understand what Jerry
West don't really talk. He don't really talk shit about his generation being. Like, them boys really be taking shots, bro, and they don't be saying shit.
I mean, because we had this discussion about the eras, but when it comes to Jerry West, I understand you want to hold it down because, yes, that is your era. You're going to feel like, bro, I played against some great players in my era. Don't treat me as a slouch. I am the logo. I get all that. But in retrospect, you did play against some good. 80% of that league was ass. You probably had, the Celtics was probably the best. The Celtics in the Sixers. Like, this is 50s and the 60s, so it probably was the Celtics and the Sixers, bro. That's probably the next best competition. And the Celtics, of course, had everybody, so you was never going to beat them.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Bill Russell, by the way,
Yeah, R.I.P. to Bill Russell. And, you know, for everybody else, you dominated, but Jerry West retired, 70?
75 or something
75
like that?
or something like that. He won his one in 72, but JJ Redick played against way better competition than you played overall, like all around. So I can understand both sides, but I feel Jerry, but I'm not feeling that because like you really didn't play against anybody great besides the little bit of players the little bit of niggas that was sprinkled in. Mm-hmm. And 90% of that league was probably ass.
I started to see the trickle-down effect, but I don't like when it started tapping up into the 80s. And
Yeah,
the
80s, no, I'm not jacking that. Because me personally, the 80s is
especially Mike's era because, boy, they make it seem like these niggas was just some hoes, bro.
Man, if people want to do their research, bro, the highest scoring basketball game was in the 80s between the Pistons and the Nuggets.
Like, they still got that record, I think.
The 80s is probably the best basketball era because you had great defense, but you also had explosive offense. And there's so many players from the 80s that people don't talk about. People don't talk about the scoring factors, like niggas like Bernard King, niggas like Kiki Vanderway, niggas like Alex English, Ronaldo Blackman, Mark Aguirre, Michael Adams, there was a bunch of underground, like low-key kind of guys in the 80s that were like putting up big points, like that were really scoring. It's like and Kelly Tribuca, who else, man? Who else? It was just a lot of guys who was putting up buckets back then that people wasn't really like, I guess, quote unquote, paying attention to. But the 80s to me is probably is the best era. It's the combination of both. And then you still had your stars. You still had your Mikes. You still had your Larrys, your Magics, Kevin McHale's, Robert Parrish, Kareem's, Isaiah Thomas, like Clyde Drexler, like
Listen, man.
So Mike played. I would say Mike played against better competition in the 80s than he did the 90s. But the 90s were no slouch
all
neither.
This is saying to me. All that shit is up because it's the NBA at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's like
at the end
niggas
of the
is just
day.
not walking into the NBA and no, these niggas is really good, bro. But that's another conversation. I really don't give no burn. But I just saw that Jerry West, JJ Redick shit was hilarious, man.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was
and then it's like two white dudes, both shooters. Y'all niggas didn't really play no defense anyway.
Yeah, JJ Redick definitely was the come off these screens, get them shots off. I probably would do the same. I would have been on my Jesus Shuttlesworth shit.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Ray Allen, man.
For sure.
Classic movie, man.
Hell yeah.
Classic movie. Niggas forget about that Bucks Ray Allen though.
Alright.
Yeah.
And Bucks Ray Allen was a fucking problem, bro. He gonna take you off the dribble, put that
Get to dunk on your ass.
dunk on your ass, all type of shit.
I heard I was listening to a Darvin Ham All the Smoke podcast.
Yeah, they play together.
And he was talking about how that Bucks team, if they would have got past the Sixers, then they said they would have probably would have beat the Lakers in that year because they said they played them 2 times and they beat them 2 times.
I would have to go back and look at that matchup.
Hey man, if you want to go matchup by matchup, if you wanted to do
because Iverson was just so good that Eastern Conference Finals.
But I also heard some shit like
that Bucks team was good too.
They was playing a little bit of favoritism towards that Sixers team.
What, as far as calls?
Yeah, things like that.
Oh. Well, they got their ring now, so they ain't got to cry no more.
Yeah, they ain't got to cry no more now.
But that Bucks team was pretty good though.
That team was nasty.
Yeah,
bro.
that team was good.
Even off the
But
bench.
I would have loved to see that matchup.
Yeah, that would have been a good matchup. Kobe and Ray going at it.
Yeah.
Nobody had an answer for Shaq, but Sam Cassell would have probably been dogging Derek Fisher ass.
Glenn Robinson was on that team too, wasn't he?
Who?
Glenn Robinson?
Yeah, Glenn Robinson. He probably would have been dogging Robert Horry out. Tim Thomas probably would have been dogging.
Tim Thomas was on that
dogging
team.
Devin George out probably.
I got to see that. I got to go back and look at that.
But I just think just Kobe and Shaq alone, I think still would have.
Man, that would have been too much, man.
Yeah, it would have been too much.
So, yeah, man, we got anything else before we get up out of here, man? That's it? Got any shout-outs?
Man, it's just like I said, man, shout out to the city, everybody doing their thing, everybody, being positive, holding the shit down, man. Shit, I'm hungry as a motherfucker right now. I ain't gonna cap, but shout out to everybody, man. Everybody doing their thing, man.
Yeah,
Stay
man.
up.
Big up the city, man, as always.
Oh, and also I know I had I had a little bit of controversy for one of my tweets. I tweeted about the gas disparity between North Charleston, West Ashley, and downtown. I do want to clarify, there are some good gasmen in North Charleston, but I would just want to point this out to y'all. Y'all customer service be ass 80% of the time. It's either y'all boy got good gas and y'all got horrible customer service, or the customer service is A1 and the gas look like dog shit. So I just want to say, but there are some good gasmen in the North. I'm not trying to shit on all y'all. I'm just saying it's about a good 70% of y'all, though. A good 65-70% of y'all just be on bullshit. I gotta clean that shit up, man. I fuck with y'all though.
Yikes. Oh, big up.
Big up, man. Shout out to everybody as normal, man. Shout out to all the listeners. Subscribe on YouTube, Apple, SoundCloud. Always check us out. And, always appreciate all the support as normal, man. So, like we say every week, man, if you hear anything in the show, you feel some type of way, always remember, we're just the messages.
We out.